Hey. Alright, alright, alright. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Let's test a little audio here. Do 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 do. Here. Do 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 do. Okay, that seems to be good. Go ahead and go to my channel, look for that, so I can get the chat up on the phone as we do. All right, I think we're ready to go. Hey guys, you're with Rager. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to Gloomhaven. So this is just one of the million fucking games I've had in my backlog. Specifically, this is one that Epic Games was giving out for free on one of their little, free every week games type things. So I decided, yeah, I'll pick it up because it's something I had on my wish list for a while. Actually, did I ever take it off my wish list? I don't know. Also, I need to turn this off. Because I swear I had this on my wish list for a while, or at least I was mildly interested. Yeah, I did take it off. Okay, I could have swore I had it on my wish list at one point because I was like, oh, Gloomhaven, that looks cool, and then it came out, and then it was on Epic, and then Epic gave it away for free later, so I picked it up for free. So it's like I don't need to get it on Steam now, Let's see. Wait, how do you save 6% with this bundle? Because it gets you Gloomhaven and the Jaws of the Lion expansion that apparently they just did. Because that's what I got when I opened the game, was the thing telling me that the Jaws of the Lion, it popped up right here with a little text like, buy the DLC. After I had trouble getting the game going, because when I started the game, it opened my browser, made me sign into Epic Games so I could authorize Gloomhaven to access my Epic Games, like, username and stuff. And I'm like, that is something I've literally never seen happen to a game I've ever played on Steam. Like, even like World War III, when it has, like, the separate launcher, it is all self-contained, right? That's it. It doesn't have to ask, like, to access your Steam stuff. It happens in the background. It doesn't need that, right? So I had to restart the game about 3 times to get that to work. So hopefully it won't have any problems so far. I went ahead and went over everything already. The audio seems okay. The video settings, I mean, we got advanced settings here, but it all seems pretty basic, really. Let's see, skin weights. I guess it's like you can downgrade like the level of detail of the I don't know, of the characters. I don't know. But yeah, we're here, we're playing this. I figured I just completed Control, and then I was trying to play Alien Isolation, both of which are sort of real-time sort of action, not to mention World War III has finally gotten enough updates to it to where it's starting to get a little bit playable. So I've been kind of trying to play that lately, and I figured, okay, well, if I'm doing that and I'm doing this and so on and so forth, I've got options for other things. I was debating, do I want to play Bioshock? Do I want to do that Bioshock weapons-only run that I was thinking of? But I was like, nah, let's play something new. And let's do something that takes a little bit of thought. So we're going to do the tutorial first, and then we're just going to go ahead and do the campaign. There is multiplayer, but I don't fucking think I'll want to do multiplayer. Or what the hell is Guildmaster? Digital-only mode designed for players to master Gloomhaven's rules and mercenaries with over 100 new missions. That's pretty cool, but I'm basically just playing this for the campaign. So here we go. Tutorial. The basics. Grab and go. Light on your feet. Don't get close. Attack modifiers. Dude. Is it? My God, this better be quick with these, because I swear, like, if this is gonna be one of those RPGs, it's like, oh yeah, it's fucking, like, here's like 50 different mechanics. Because that's why I don't play like 4X games, That's why I tend not to play like Civilization or anything like that. That's why I'm still intimidated trying to play Frostpunk, because there's so many things to keep track of.
I'm the guild trainer. And I'm here to guide you through setting up your own mercenary guild.
Sick.
Let's start with you guiding the brute through this first tutorial.
Okay, well, first off, he looks great. Can I hover around the model? No? Can I get closer? I can zoom in, but I can only see him from the back. It would seem, unless I... No. Oh, here we go. I can rotate. That's cool. So it seems to... It's not a smooth rotation. It's just... What is that, 15 degrees, 30 degrees? Let's see, 90. Okay, so this, assuming this is 0, this would be 45, 90. Yeah, so it's 45 degree increments on an 8-point compass. typical omnidirectional stuff. Looks pretty good. Runs pretty good. It's not bad. I don't even have, like, VSync on or anything. I probably should, but, you know. I like this little effect where it cuts through the wall to let you see what's through there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, before we get the action, you want to acquaint yourself with how to adjust your view of the battlefield. Let's go over camera, okay? Yep, forward, backward, zooming in and out, left, right. Very good. Okay. See, in Gloomhaven, you can control a party of mercenaries, each equipped with a deck of ability cards. Okay. These cards are how your mercenaries will explore dungeons, fight enemies, and loot treasure. At the beginning of each round, the first thing to do is select 2 cards for each mercenary to use on their turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Why is this an 87? This is 72. What does that mean? In this drawer, the brute has just 3 cards at his disposal, so as you can see highlighted on the left. Grab and go, trample, and provoking boar. Alright. Provoking boar is grayed out to indicate that it is currently discarded for the sake of the tutorial. So for now, let's just select 2 cards the brute has available. Okay. Trample, attack 3, pierce 2. I assume pierce goes through armor. Move 4 with a jump. Attack 2 and target all enemies moved through. Okay. Loot 1, move 4. But these have a base of 2 and 2. Okay. Okay. It's like trample. Got it. See how the question mark next to Brute's portrait at the top of the screen is changed into a number. Oh, okay. Ow. Still picking up my thumb like a dumbass. I don't need to do that. Let's see. This shows his initiative. Okay, I'm familiar with initiative. The number next to the first card you select determines the character's initiative for the round. The lower the number, the earlier in the round the character will act. Right, okay. That's the sort of reason I wanted to play this, is it's sort of on that same vein as, like, Banner Saga, where you've got turn order and speed and, you know, like or what they call initiative, right? So, you know, in like, just the combos of your different characters that are in your team. So, you know, I haven't done anything like that since Banner Saga, so this could be pretty fun. Since there are no other characters visible right now, it will immediately be the Brute's turn. Okay. It's like grab and go, and the selection. Okay, so I have these 2 cards. Time to choose some actions. Each half of a card represents an action. Oh, God. So... what the fuck? Each half of a card. Okay, at least it's specifying what these things mean when you hover over them. So attack is an attack X ability, which allows a character to attack an enemy within range with a base value of X. So X being 3 in this case. Okay. Pierce is Pierce X. It's an attack effect that allows up to X points of target shield bonus to be ignored for the attack. So that's similar to Banner Saga, where you had shield values and health values on a character. And the lower the shield value, the more health damage you would end up doing, or some characters who could bleed a target would just attack straight to HP and wouldn't go to... At least I think that's how it was. I know for a fact that, like, it was basically knocking off their armor, and then, like, that would allow more damage to go through. So this is similar to that. It's it's armor piercing, hence pierce. Yeah, actually, speaking of armor, I played a little bit of World War III, and I gotta say, the armor mechanic's kind of interesting. Because you're not stuck with, like, a certain amount of health per player or a certain amount of armor per player, and the armor doesn't come back. You have to, like, go to an engineer kit on the ground and pick it back up, which I think they need to redo that system. I feel like an AoE giving everybody just a little bit over time would be more helpful than picking up a whole kit at once, having to sit there and hold the button, because that's just boring. But no, like that's armor in games is always interesting, because it's like you have to get through the armor first. And so, you know, yeah, we went over that in my World War III stream, talking about HP versus AP rounds. It's pretty cool. So move is move X, which allows a character to move up to X hexes on the map. Okay, so that will move him 4, right? You can move 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Honestly, I think my love of games like this and Banner Saga comes back to, like, how I used to play chess with my grandpa and my cousin. We used to play chess a decent amount, and I don't know, something about it, it's just the strategy of it. which is actually a reason I don't like RTS, is because it's the same reason I don't like speed chess. I don't like, you know, like the 4X of like you have to do things at a certain time. It's like, no, no, no. Give me my turn. I do my turn. I end my turn. You do your turn. Like that's it. That's how I feel, because you know that's how I feel about strategy. I don't think strategy can be measured effectively by like quick reactions being thrown in. It's like, no, no, no. I want to see what somebody is planning out for 6 moves rather than trying to plan it out for 6 moves and be faster than the other guy. It's like that's just complicated, you know. Separate the action and the strategy. You know, just kind of keep those things separate a bit. Okay, so jump is a move specified as being a jump, allows a character to ignore all characters, obstacles, terrain effects, and traps on hexes during their movement. Okay, so he'll go through anything. The last hex entered will be treated as if a normal move. Right. Attack 2, right? And it will target all enemies moved through. Okay. That's interesting. Activate 1/2 of either card. Okay. So then, Loot 1. Loot X ability allows the character to pick up every gold token and treasure tile within range X and line of sight, unaffected by monsters or obstacles. Ah, so that's if you want to loot, you want to grab some loot and then leave the room. And then I assume if you leave the room, the monsters can't follow you. That might be an interesting strategy. Then move X tiles with no enhancements. These ones don't have enhancements. So now, then there's enhancements on top of that. That was the reason I also wanted to play this, is there seems to be a lot of loot and a lot of like different abilities and armor and weapons and stuff that augment the way your character plays. Okay, so it seems if I pick the top of the first card, I get the bottom of the second card. And if I pick the bottom of the first card, I get the top of the second card. So those seem to be sort of paired together. Default movement, perform a move 2 action instead of using the bottom action. This action will discard the card. And same with attack. So if you don't want to do this or this, right, you can do one of these instead. Okay, I feel like I just want to go with the basic attack and move right now. Can I click it? How do I select it? Oh, okay. Each half of the card represents an action comprised of one or more abilities. Alright. You get to use 2 actions per turn, and you can pick any of the 4 card halves on the left to use as your first action, but note that you must then use the opposite side of the other card. Yeah, that's what I just said. The opposite side of the other card for your second. For example, here you could choose this. Yeah, okay. Whenever that. Or the bottom half, trample, top half, grab and go. Yep. There's nothing for the brute to do in this room, so you'll want to proceed through the door to see what lies beyond with a move ability. Grab and go's bottom half lets brute move 4 hexes, which is enough to get through the door. Let's do that. Okay. Great. Select the highlighted door. Okay, so this is showing me how far I can go in this area. So this would be 1, 2, 3. And then you could move again because it has 4. So that's kind of interesting. So basically, if he was 1-to-1 with somebody, I could move into their space, out of their space, into their space, out of their space, and back into their space. If I was using this. And then it would attack X, which allows a character to attack an enemy within range. No, not that. Yeah, target all enemies moved through. So I don't know if that's going to hit him a bunch of times or what, or if it's the flat value too. But that would be kind of cool. Open the door. Okay. This room contains first enemy, a bandit guard. Like player characters, monsters also select action for the turn. Let's find out what this bandit is planning. Hover over the bandit's portrait in the initiative tracker at the top of the screen. Okay, while hovering, you can see the bandit's intentions this round. He plans to move and attack. Whereas player characters get 2 actions per turn, monsters only get 1, albeit often with multiple abilities within. Okay. He's got to move and attack. Ooh, does he have a bleed as well? Hold on. I want to see what that does. I assume it's a bleed. He has a lower initiative and would have activated before the brute this round had he been visible. Okay. As it is currently the brute's turn, however, you'll get to finish this turn before the bandit can act. Let's get the brute close enough to use the attack on Trample's top half. Okay. So we're going to do that one more space. Run the movement. Now that you've finished using Grab and Go for the turn, it is discarded, no longer usable until you return it to hand via resting. More on that later. So now we attack. Okay. Top half, attack this guy. Whenever you attack, an attack modifier is drawn from your character's modifier deck, and that value is applied. In this case, you can see the above bandit that a +0 modifier was drawn, so your attack still just deals its base value of 3. For this tutorial, we will only have 0 modifiers, to keep things simple. Okay. Ooh, that's loud. Hold on, that was kind of loud. We're gonna crank all these down a little bit. The music's at a certain level, but that was pretty loud. Let's see. So time to end the turn. Okay. Now it's the bandit's turn. As we saw on his card earlier, he intends to move and then perform a melee attack for 3. However, as he's already within melee range of the brute, he will simply forego the move and go straight to the attack. While monsters always take damage directly to their hit points, whenever a player character is damaged, you are presented with 3 options. Oh joy, we are complicating the hell out of this, aren't we? Fun. Firstly, you can simply take the damage to your character's hit point total. However, if this is reduced to 0, the character is exhausted, which means they can no longer act in this scenario. If all of your mercenaries are exhausted, you lose. Secondly, you can choose to burn 2 discarded ability cards instead of receiving the damage. If you burn a card, it can no longer be recovered by resting. However, if you were to burn 2 of Brute's cards here, he would not have enough cards left for the following turn and thus would be exhausted. What? Okay, he would not have enough cards left for the following turn. Oh, okay, so since I can't take any action, the bandit will inevitably do damage to me, so I can't burn the cards. Finally, you can choose to burn 1 available card. This option is grayed out as all the Brute's cards are currently discarded. It's usually wise to take the damage over burning cards if possible, lest you run out of cards to finish the scenario with. For now, let's opt to just take the 3 damage, as the Brute has enough health to survive. Okay? Okay, so that's kind of cool, is that you don't have to be affected by something if you don't want to. Like, if you just have a throwaway card you don't really need, later in the scenario, you can build a deck specifically to be burned for health, so that you never really take any damage. But the things you use aren't that powerful, so you don't really need to worry about. Or you have like a massive deck of really cheap cards, and then you just, do that. As turn over, as he was the last character to act, it is end of round. New round begins. During ability card selection, if you have at least 2 discarded cards, then you may perform a long or short rest to recover some of them. All of the Brute's ability cards are currently discarded. Long rest doesn't count as a card. Okay. And as such, he will have to rest to continue. Short rest will burn one of your discarded cards at random, losing it for the rest of the scenario, but will recover all other discarded cards before continuing your turn. So you can recover cards to use immediately in this very turn. Oh, Jesus. Long rest takes the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. Right. However, you not only get to choose which card to burn instead of it being random, but the character will perform a heal 2 action and refresh all cards. Okay. Gotcha. Choosing a long rest here would be certain death if the bandit draws an attack card for the round, as the Brute... My god, can we not with the music? Take the music down a notch. Holy shit, that's loud. Let's go down a bit on the music. It's a bit much. Actually, hold on. Let me double check my... Yeah, we're good on that. Okay. Choosing the long rest here would be certain death if the bandit draws an attack card for the round, as the Brute has neither health nor cards to spare. So let's choose short rest. Okay. So short rest will burn 1 card at random, and you may re-roll the random card to burn once at the cost of 1 health. Okay, there are so many subsystems to this. Okay. Alright, got the card, cool. Grab and Go has been randomly selected as the card to burn. Alright. Once per short rest, you can opt to redraw. The Brute only has 1 health, so it's not an option to reroll. Okay. Grab and Go is now dark red to indicate it is burned. Yeah, no shit, it's in the burned category. Thank you for that. Ability cards, the burn icon in the bottom right corner are burned. They are normally only usable once per scenario, but can be recovered with some sort. Okay. No longer usable. Trample and Provoking Roar have been returned. Both the Brute and Bandit are near death, so it is crucial to go as early as possible in the round. Remember, the first card you choose determines the Brute's initiative, so let's choose Provoking Roar to maximize the chance Brute is up first with a low initiative of 10. Okay, so initiative seems to be 1 to 100. Okay, so... Okay, but... Ah, I see, I understand. These are the initiative numbers, 10 or 72. Right. So we go, yeah, and then yeah. Let me end the selection. Now that we're in the same room as the bandit, we can see that enemies draw their ability cards each round after the player, so you won't know what they'll be doing or what their initiatives will be until this point. It appears the bandit was planning to once again use a move and an attack, but because you chose to act quickly with an initiative of 10, he won't have those active until after the Brute's turn due to the slower initiative of 50. Yeah, I see up here. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is a little more complicated than Banner Saga, not gonna lie. Banner Saga had, like, types of people, and the turn order was your turn, their turn, your turn, their turn. The initiative part only came in with, like, your turn order. So, like, if I had a tank that had, like, initiative 10, then I had an archer who had initiative 5. In my turn order, the archer would always come before the tank, right? It would go archer, then tank, then, I don't know, healer for 15, whatever. And then the enemy would have their own, but it would always be my turn with whoever has the highest initiative, right? Here, it's like my initiative, their initiative, our character, their character, cards and burning, and lots of complication. But we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Okay, the bandit was planning to go. Okay, let's get him. So we have initiative, so we'll be able to end it, right? Oi. All right. Select the top half of trample. Okay. So then we go... Goosh. Confirm target. Okay. Yes! We win! Okay. I am gonna lower that just slightly. Audio we're gonna bring down by another 5. Just a smidgen. There we go. We'll see about it later. If it's still acting up later, I'm gonna, like, take the master volume itself down just a chunk. Got him! Got him! Do you see that gold on the floor that the bandit left? To pick it up, you need to use the loot ability. One important rule of Gloomhaven to bear in mind is that you don't automatically loot treasure, unless you finish your turn on it. If you want it, make sure to pick it up before the scenario ends. Loot abilities also appear, but the easiest way to collect it here is to end turn on the hex, so let's move the Brute. Okay, it doesn't have a move ability on the bottom half, so how can Brute reach the gold? An enemy who targets one of your adjacent allies with an attack this round targets you with the attack instead, regardless of the attack's range. And this little symbol is... range. Round denotes that this effect lasts until the end of the round. Interesting. So that's just sort of on. So. Okay, default actions. Oh joy. Yep, attack 2 or move 2. So we want to move 2 so we can go on it. From the movement. Okay, we can skip the remaining movement using the skip button. Alright. And end the turn.
Great work. Not only did you vanquish the lone bandit guard, you've even managed to pick up a few pieces of gold.
Okay, this music, I don't know if you guys are hearing it the way I'm hearing it, but it's a bit much. Okay, we're then, yeah, the voices can come back up, like story volume, multiplayer ping volume, maybe that'll help.
With the basics covered, it's now time to introduce you to some slightly more dangerous scenarios.
Oh, he looks like the Brute. He looks the same as the Brute. Like, see, he's got the face, he's got the 3 horns on it like him. So maybe he's a Brute too. I don't know. We'll see. Continue. Yeah, we did it. Tutorial. Okay, 1 down. Now we gotta do grab and go. Oh, great. Here we go. Watch out for traps. You can see them glinting occasionally to help you spot them. Traps in this game got that battlefield sniper glint.
You've learned the basics, but now you must help the gravely wounded Brute deal with a bandit archer elite. A stronger enemy with greater stats than normal.
Well, he won't fucking die. Oh, there's a trap there.
With only a single hit point remaining, any amount of damage getting through will cause the brute to become exhausted.
No shit.
As such, you will have to avoid any incoming damage by burning cards. Your objectives to start are: take down the archer with a single attack. Loot the gold she drops. Now surely you can handle that.
Okay, so we need a single attack, and we do that. Okay, good. So we're at the point where this tutorial is going to stop holding my hand over the basics. Okay. I need to do 6 damage in a single attack, while also not fucking dying. I don't know what their initiative will be. I need my initiative to probably be faster. That's an attack 4. That's an attack 3. So together that would be enough. Yeah, and those are my lowest initiatives. So maybe Spare Dagger and Shield Bash are the only ones No, because... Well, see, okay. I get Shield Bash. I would be stuck with the bottom of Spare Dagger if I choose the top of Shield Bash. But I can use the default action of 2 to do 6 damage to her. Maybe. I'm gonna look like an idiot if this doesn't work, but I feel like that's it. But let's read the rest of the cards to be sure. Target 1 adjacent. Yeah, but the problem is then I have to land on her shit afterwards. So what are these? What are these little symbols then? I don't understand. Like, each one of these cards has that symbol. That also has a stun to it. So if I can stun her for a turn... Ooh, excuse me. Push. What is push? Push X, attack effect, or ability cause the target to be forced away X hexes. Push 2. I could push him into the trap. I see. Direction specified by the controller of the ability effect. Oh, okay, cool. And each hex moved must put the target on one hex further away. Targets can be pushed through their allies, but not enemies or obstacles. Interesting. So, this is probably the game's way of telling me I need to use grab and go to get the loot. What is this? There's a treasure chest there. This does 1 damage. So if I wanted the trap to help me kill her, I would need to do 5. Or him. Is it him? It looked like a her. I think I see titties. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to survey the battlefield here. Yeah, we just got the 2 traps here in the treasure chest. Unless I can maybe knock them around with that, because that pushes 2, so maybe I can push 1 and 1. And that's the bottom of that. So if I were... Yeah, but that's a 61. Why would I do that when I could do Shield Dash and Spare Dagger? Yeah, Shield Bash and Spare Dagger. Which is the top of this. Yeah, which is the top of that for 4. The bottom of this for 2. That ought to work if I do Shield Bash first. Alright, sure. I don't know why I've been looking at all these cards just trying that. Okay. Fuck, she got 14. Which means she attacked first, I die. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna need to burn cards, but I don't have any fucking cards. I'm dead. Damn it. Okay, I have to burn 1 available. So... this will burn when available to avoid... Yeah. Yeah, so this will get rid of Overwhelming Assault or Grab and Go. Burn another one, I think. I don't need to, though. Oh, I have to pick. Okay, I click it and then I pick one. I feel like I need to just get rid of this. Alright, bitch. Oh, she's gonna get trapped down. Okay. Take attack. Hit her with it. Confirm. Then we do second action. Attack. Confirm. End the turn.
You need to be able to move on to the gold to loot it after you kill the archer. Perhaps there's an ability.
Yeah, okay. Fuck you. Okay, so I have to not only kill her, I have to, for some reason, get the gold in the same turn. No idea why. I mean, the bitch is dead. We can just go about the room now, but this is one reason I could never get into, like, tabletop or... Why is that top chat? That should be live chat. What the fuck?
Welcome to your first trip.
Shut up. Moving on. Yeah, this is one reason I never got into, like, tabletop or, like, traditional D&D, just because it's so... And, like, just all the shit you remember, all the rules and dice rolls and shit. It's shit that gets in the way, man. I like simplified UIs and shit. Things that just work. Alright. So what we're gonna do is I gotta kill her and do that all at one go. So obviously I have to pick Shield Dash in order to get... Well, no. Hold on. My initiative will not matter because she's gonna have one action and this bitch gonna get 14, right? So if she's gonna get 14, my initiative doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna need the loot ability. So if I get loot ability top, I need a bottom ability that will do 6 damage. I need to somehow deal her 6 damage. Here, this one has 6. There. So 6. No. I need a bottom ability that can do 6 damage, or a bottom ability that can move, so that I can then move onto her square after I attack. My brain. Yeah, there's no way, unless I do 6 damage here, and then grab and go to move. Yeah, we'll take these 2. Oh, I feel like this is going to be a bunch of trial and error. Yeah, just hit me. Go ahead. Do it. Do it, bitch. Ah, that's an arrow right in my titty. Alright, we're going to burn Shield Bash. Don't really need that. So burn it. He places the trap. Okay. I don't know. Hold on. Bandit Archer Elite. I don't know if it's a dude or not. It's hard to tell. Well, they're in a different position now. Maybe I can see their... I don't know. The face isn't really man or woman. It's just sort of androgynous. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So we need to do 6 attack, and then we're going to move. So we'll do 6 attack in 1 swing, which then leaves us with the second.
Overwhelming Assault is a powerful card, but such power comes at a cost.
Oh, for God's sake.
Actions like Overwhelming Assault's top half, with the flaming card icon in the corner, cause the card to be burned once used.
Fuck me.
You can't use it again in this...
Okay, alright, no. It's fine. We got what we wanted. It goes away. So the burning card means... Yeah, to notice that this card will not go to this card pile after usage, but rather the burn pile from which cards cannot be recovered. Okay, understood. Alright, we did get what we wanted, though. Oh, I want the other gold, though. Well, I have to loot the archer's gold, but... Okay, I got her stuff. At the end of my turn, I loot. Fantastic. Got it.
Good job. With no enemies left and your objectives complete, the scenario normally would have ended already. Before you rush headlong into that trap, you might want to heal up a bit first. I'd suggest taking a long rest, which will let you heal too, and recover an...
What do you mean recover the 2 damage from the trap? Fuck you mean? That's a 1 damage trap. Alright, whatever. So we're gonna long rest. Okay, select a discarded card to burn. Provoking... I mean, I just need something with default movement. It's not difficult. Well, let's just get rid of Provoking Roar. I don't really need it. In the turn. And then we pick... that. We can do the movement for... Well, it doesn't really matter. Pick fucking either one of these. The first card just determines initiative. Okay. So I assume we just move. I mean... Yeah, I don't know why you said 2 damage. I only took 1 damage, but okay. Okay, skip attack. We don't need it. There we go. Oh, we got boots. Boots of striding. During your movement, add +2 move to a single movement. Ooh, nice. So clearly this can be sold for gold. It's worth 20 gold. Or this little symbol. I don't know what that little symbol means, but we'll see. Got it.
Ooh, those boots of striding will come in handy next time you need a little extra mobility.
Alright, cool. Okay, I'm starting to feel it so far. It's sort of more like a puzzle, if anything. You know, it's just sort of like you gotta figure it out. So with the campaign missions, it's like you gotta figure out not necessarily building the best deck, but building the best deck for a specific level. Trying to get through it. I don't know.
Learned about the basic attack and move ability. A move action with a jump effect will help you here. Jump allows you to cross tiles containing obstacles or enemies, and even move over traps without triggering them.
Cool.
Provided you can reach an empty hex, those boots of striding you picked up last time can be used to increase a move ability by 2 hexes. You don't have the damage to take her out in one go, but if you act fast, your objectives for this first round are: use a jump movement to get across the traps unscathed.
Okay.
Disarm the archer before she attacks.
Fantastic.
Good luck.
Alright, I need to get past her using... I need something that has a jump. I need jump and disarm on this one. So obviously I'm going to need to take Provoking Roar. Right? Because that has the disarm ability. But I'm also going to need something with a jump, so I have to take Leaping Cleave. What the hell is this? I don't know what this means. We'll find out, I guess. What's this little symbol? Infuse element air. Infuses the battlefield with the air element, available to be used after the current character's turn, and is available for a single character to use for the rest of the current round in the whole of the next. Okay, that's just adding shit. Then disarm. A disarmed character cannot perform any attack abilities. The disarm condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. So basically, that's stunning their attack for a turn. They can't do any attacks. And this is any enemy who attacks one of your adjacent allies. Okay. Yeah, Leaping Cleave is my second. Alright, so I have initiative, which means I go first. We need to do move and then disarm. What? I have move 3 with a jump. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, for God's sake. I picked the card. Oh, here we go. I need to, like, activate that to get far enough. I can land right in her nuts with just jump on him. Confirm it. Nice. Aw, wait, you call it jump and you don't put an animation for jumping in? Like, bro, like, literally just show, like, the brute just, like, up over the thing, you know? And then different characters could move different ways, you know? Maybe an archer does a flip over it. The brute just does a big long jump over it. Maybe a dwarf, if there's, like, a dwarf and he has a battle axe, maybe he, like, spikes the axe into the ground to help him, like, push off, you know? He spikes the axe in the ground, he gets a running leap, and as he takes off, he pulls the axe up from behind him while he's in the air. You know, he lands on the other side. Something like that, you know? Like, shit. Maybe he ties a chain to it. This is why I'm an animator, guys. This is why I'm an animator and, like a fucking artist. Is shit like that. Of just, like, the little shit, man. I was just having a conversation. So, I think I might clip this. I just had a conversation about this exact thing with somebody, right? Last night. And I was like, hey, why don't more studios hire juniors that have, like, no experience on a game, but that will give them experience if they're paid a small amount to do little touches like this, where there's extra animations or extra content that's minor, that will not affect the main pipeline, but that you can add to the game, and it'll just enhance the content. Like, everybody in that scenario wins. This would have been a prime time to do that. Hire a guy, pay him a little bit, get him to do a simple thing for you, that gives him experience, that gives him something to put on his portfolio, gets him a little money, and you, as the company, get more content, and it makes the game look better. Everybody wins. Moving on. So we need to skip the movement, or do disarm. So when we attack, I think disarm just happens. Yeah, so it's got the little symbol there, it'll tell us that we're disarming. God, look at all the attack the attack modifiers and the attack and the range and the health and so much shit. Is there a button for like just instantly confirm the action? Because I hate having to confirm the action every time. Like when it's just like attack, it's like, well, yeah, just fucking attack when I click on a guy, you know? Q, E, W, S, D, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. Second click hex to confirm. Oh, I think it's like double click to confirm. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. What's this? Fast forward. Okay. So yeah, if I double click this, it should just go. Fantastic. It just goes. Awesome. Let's end the brute's turn. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want, because I hate having to click and then come down and confirm and click and come down and confirm.
Not only did you get a decent hit in with provoking roar,
right,
but thanks to the disarm condition you applied, the archer couldn't attack for the turn. She's low on health now, so you should be able to...
So kill the archer, jump over the traps to get the gold, I think, is my goal. Yeah, kill the archer and jump over the traps and loot the chest. Okay. Remember that short rests allow you to recover discarded cards to immediately use in this very turn. Long resting, however, take up the whole turn is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character initiative 99. In other words, not going to help you win. Right. So that's the kind of stuff the tutorial needs to do, is be like, don't do this right now, because it's not going to help you. You should be doing this in this scenario. So I think we need a short rest. Yeah. I think we just short rest. Yeah. It'll randomly burn a card. We don't need overwhelming assault to finish it, so... Redraw, you take 1 damage self. No, thank you. Yeah. So now we need to pick some stuff. We need higher condition than the archer. Okay. So, I guess provoking roar to get the kill, and leaping cleave to get past the trap and loot it. Yeah, because if I just use move, I'm gonna eat shit on that trap, and I'm gonna take damage stupidly. Yeah, just give me leaping cleave. Wait. Yes, attack here, there. Okay, good, yep. Alright, brute turn, attack disarm. This is fun so far, I am liking this. The animations are a nice touch. Let's see, move. Get to the chest. Yeah, see, that's why I have the double click on, so I don't have to go down here and click confirm every friggin' time. Okay, we got a minor healing potion. During your turn, perform a heal 3 self-action. Oh, that's what the blood drop is. I thought that was bleed. So maybe the archer on the last one, since he had 5 health, then that means that maybe he had an inherent way to make health back during a turn. I don't know. So, he, she, I don't know, it's androgynous at this point. Alright. Yeah, a heal X ability allows the character to restore X hit points to a target within the ability's range. So this is on self, which means that you can restore 3 health, but only to the character that uses the potion. Makes sense. Alright, this is cool. I'm liking this so far. I think I am going to put on...
Stab and a jump right onto the chest. Nicely done. That potion will surely be of use in the missions to come.
Okay, where the fuck is my thing here? Where's my shit? V-sync count. Every V-blank or every second V-blank. So I assume this is refresh rate and half refresh rate. Yeah, I want full refresh rate. Why are you disabled? I am in full screen. Allow me to enable you! What is wrong with you? Okay, maybe I can't do it in this screen. I have to, like, get out and then establish it. Sab says, why am I receiving videos of DC continuing the Flash movie production with Ezra Miller? Because we are in the worst possible timeline, and at this point, I am convinced that they're doing shit intentionally that everyone just hates and disagrees with. But yeah, Sap, welcome to the stream, man. I totally agree. Like, I saw that headline as well, where Ezra Miller's going to be doing reshoots for the movie, and I don't understand it, because I don't want to hear that you can't erase somebody from a film with today's technology. Would it be a pain in the ass? Yes. But, Zack Snyder did it with... Schneider. No, it's Snyder. I'm thinking Rob Schneider. He's got... Anyway. So Zack Snyder did it with Army of the Dead. Now, I don't know the particulars of the case. All I know is whoever they had playing the pilot in the movie was some guy, and he was a dick or something, or he got in trouble for, like, I don't know. We'll look it up. We'll look it up. We'll talk about this for a minute. Because, this is what my streams are about. We get sidelined sometimes, so fuck it. Yeah, because I do want to know, because I just know he did something bad, and so he was digitally removed from the, like, he wasn't just removed. The character had to be replaced because obviously people talk to that character, so they replaced it with some woman. Yeah, Tig Notaro digitally replaced Chris D'Ella in Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead after comedian Chris D'Ella was accused of sexual misconduct. Okay, so was it ever proven, or was it just the accusation? Because, I mean, it's just... I don't think it's the here or there on that with the particulars. But yeah, no, I'm talking mainly about the thing. But did he, like, let's see, so what's his name? Chris D'Elia. I assume it's D'Elia. Chris D'Elia. Did he actually get... Yeah, woman accuses actor Chris D'Elia of threatening to release adult videos over... Wow, that was 2 days ago. This dude keeps on keeping on. At least he keeps getting accusations. I don't know if... Adamantly denies claims made by a woman in restraining order, etc., etc. I mean, when somebody gets a restraining order, that's a little serious. Have a Starbucks in his house? Excuse me? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, yeah, I want to see if there's any, like, substantial evidences, because a lot of times there's these claims, but, I mean, it's, like, I don't, again, it has nothing to do with, like, I was talking about the technology of it, but we're down the rabbit hole now. The women claimed DLS sexually harassed and solicited nude photos from them when they were teenagers, with some saying they were young as 16. Yikes, at the time of the... Well, yikes according to American laws regarding this, whereas... I don't know, I think in England and stuff, you can be a little younger, but, it depends on what geographical region you happen to fall into. That's a fun one for international law, considering, like, what if, like, I don't know if this is true, but, like, if the, like just random numbers here. Let's say in England, in the United Kingdom, it is allowed for a 16-year-old to date a 25-year-old or some shit. I don't know. Like there's an age disparity there, right? And so what in the United States would be considered a, like statutory rape. Yeah, that's not to say rape in the physical sense. Statutory just meaning that there is such an age disparity that it is preying on someone's mental state in their adolescence, in that, they could be a perfectly normal teenager, but that's a different life experience, and the person... Yeah, statutory rape is just an interesting legal area. But the point being is like, that could be interesting in international law to discuss who takes precedent, right? So if the quote-unquote victim, the 16-year-old, is from the United Kingdom, but the perpetrator, right, or the abuser, whatever you want to call it, is from, say, the United States, where it's not legal. So the question is, who's doing the harm and what's being accepted, and, if it's legal in the area that they go to, is it... If one party lives in an area where it's legal, then the other party doesn't, like, who takes precedent? Is the second party in trouble because the first party doesn't matter? Like, it's just kind of interesting. But yeah, no, this is definitely, accused of exposing himself to at least 3 different women 3 months later. Yeah, so this isn't like a fucking, I'm a scummy producer in Hollywood and, like, they abused women, and then years later the women say something about it. It's like, nah, somebody came out with something, and then recently, during that moment, other people were like, yeah, he just did this to me. Like, okay, fair enough. But anyway, off the particulars of the case, back to the whole point is that they digitally replaced this guy's character. They took him out, right? They took out this guy. So if we look at the picture will pop up. Here we go. So if we look at the picture here, I'm gonna put it in big because I know my camera's in the way. So if we look at the picture here, here is the character. The character was swapped to this woman, and I don't feel like it mattered that it was a man or a woman or whoever got replaced. It was just this guy did something wrong, so Zack Snyder was like, nah, we should get rid of that. And got rid of the guy digitally by doing a bunch of plate shoots with this woman, who then they just comped her right into the movie. They cut this guy out. They went in, they cut him out, and they put her over him where he's supposed to be in the scene and had her do his lines over again. The whole thing just got replayed. Look, it's the same exact costume, 1-to-1. Like, it is same costume. She wears the sunglasses in it, and again, the movie fucking blows. But like, Army of the Dead is not great. But yeah, like it's nuts. Like, she's just here. These are the reshoots. This is your principal photography. Like that kind of shit. It's kind of crazy. Oh, you know what I just realized? I watched Luke Cage after I watched Army of the Dead, and I felt like when I was watching Luke Cage that I had seen the guy before, and I feel like this is the same guy, right? Not that it's the same guy as this, but this is his own. This is a guy that plays Sweets in Luke Cage. He plays a criminal called Sweets in Luke Cage. At least I think his name is Sweets. What is his name? Hold on. Let's see the cast. Cause now we're off on a tangent. Thank you, Sap, for this tangent. But no, I just want to talk about it because I love Luke Cage. It's a great fucking show. Let's see. What's his name? What's his name? This guy. Yeah, Theo Rossi. It's got to be him, right? It's got to be Theo Rossi. Like, it has to be, dude. Theo Rossi IMDb. He's gonna pop up. It's gonna say he was Sweets on Luke Cage. Yeah. Or no, Shades. His name is Shades, not Sweet, because he always wears sunglasses, so they call him Shades. Right, yeah. Hernan Shades Alvarez. Yeah, right. Yeah, guy. He's also Juan Carlos Juice Ortiz, so on Sons of Anarchy. So seems he got a little experience with that. And then they were like, yo, he was great on Sons of Anarchy. Let's put him on Luke Cage. And he's fantastic in Luke Cage, by the way. Like, he steals the scene. And it's a really... God, I can't say it because it's a spoiler for his character, but let's just say it's a really good bit of representation, and I'll leave it at that. You guys can watch Luke Cage, figure it out for yourself. Let's see. So yeah, we're done with that. Anyway, yeah. So Sap is saying sell all my Warner Brothers stocks. I got a hot tip that Bugs Bunny. We're gonna watch that now because that's funny as shit. I need to go back and watch Looney Tunes back in action because it's actually not bad. Let's see. Where's the bit? Yeah, here it is. Oh. Oh, that's some meme edit. No, that's not the thing. That's not the thing. No, these are... No, not this, not this, not this. Yeah, the Warner Brothers stock meme is the one I want. I remember this was a big clip. Like back when the whole Ezra Miller thing started. This was everywhere. People were pulling this out of the woodwork. Also, fun fact, this movie has Brendan Fraser in it. And that's fantastic.
Hello, my Warner Brothers stock. I got an inside tip that Bugs Bunny's about to die.
And this is the part where, like, the car's crashing. So it's very tongue-in-cheek. Mel Blanc would be very impressed. Mel Blanc, Tex Avery, those kind of guys, they would have loved that. I don't know if they were still alive at this point. Hold on. As you guys know, I can do an entire stream talking about film stuff. Yeah, there's our boy Brendan Fraser. What an absolute unit. I mean, this is so cool because it's like WB's answer to. I mean, they already had Space Jam before, but this is basically WB's answer to, like, what if tunes were treated like celebrities, right? And what if they melded with the real world in the same way as Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Which, God, Who Framed Roger Rabbit's fantastic. But also the technology had advanced more, so they were able to put a lot more into this. I mean, look at Brendan Fraser. Look at how good he looks in this. He looks fan-fucking-tastic. Like, he's awesome, and he's coming back, and he's doing this thing, and I don't know if I'll watch the movie, but apparently The Whale is, like, people that saw it gave him, like, a 6-minute standing ovation and stuff for his new movie, and I think mainly that they're just doing that because Brendan Fraser's such an awesome guy, and he's just been around the block, and he's experienced some stuff, and I don't know the particulars of that, but, like, I just know some shit happened to him, and, he's making this return to cinema, and like, he's been getting back into it, which is great. But no, this came out in 2003, and what was I talking about? I said this came out in 2003, and I was saying, oh, things gonna die, and then Ezra Miller and this. Oh yeah, Mel Blanc. Right. When did Mel? I'm pretty sure Mel Blanc. Is he? Yeah, he was definitely dead before that point, right? Like he was an old dude. Yeah, he died 89. So yeah, Mel Blanc and Tex Avery, like they would have loved it because Mel Blanc was the voice of. He was the man of 1,000 voices. I mean, he's Mel fucking Blanc. He did like everybody, like half the fucking Looney Tunes. He did Bugs Bunny, so it's so funny. It's so weird to think that like most of like the stuff people hear from like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and stuff, those are voice actors that are mimicking that are like not mimicking, they are matching the old style. They are matching a voice. They are throwing their voice and doing it in such a way that it copies the voice of someone else that is iconic, but they've managed to match it 1-to-1, which is just kind of impressive. Let's see. Oh, this is about the boys. I don't want to spoil that. Look away. No, if anybody hasn't seen The Boys season 3, like that's about The Boys season 3. I don't want to spoil things. Let's see. So Sap says, so I went back to Alien Isolation after I came home from work today, and I completely forgot starting from the halfway point until the end. The areas when it's you in the xenomorph is the pure definition of stress. Stress induce at its finest. Induce. ENDUSS. Induce. Yeah, stress inducing, I think is what you mean. Due to the fact that layer levels are in condensed and small corridors. Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit. Cut out all that early shit with the humans, right? Just give me that. Give me the me versus the alien, and then, you know, later on I flip the script and I get a flamethrower shit. Like that's the good shit. Anyway, so back to the game. But yeah, I don't want to hear it from WB. I don't want to hear this shit from any fucking film studio ever again. It has been proven by Zack Snyder in Army of the Dead that it's, well, take Notaro specifically, that's the person that actually did it. That's the person that did the effects.
Successful Guildmaster. You need to pay close attention to enemy actions. Just one simple objective for you. You'll need to escape this room by opening the door in front of the brute. My advice? Act quickly, looking carefully at what actions the enemies are going to take.
Okay. So basically, yeah. But basically, I don't want to hear it, right? Yeah, like Sap says, look at Batgirl. It was canned for no reason. You're absolutely right. I mean, well, Batgirl was canned because Batgirl looked like shit. Let's be real. They pulled the brakes on. They pulled out the stops on that when they were like, no, yank the brakes. We're done. We cannot be having that right now. We need to get the brand back on track. And Batgirl was looking. From the pictures I saw, it looked awful. It did not look like it was going to be good. But the thing I'm getting at is that, like, if you have a tool that, if you can prove something can be done a certain way, there is no reason that somebody can do something one way and somebody else can't, right? There should be no reason, you know, other than like certain things, yes. But when you're talking about film, if a director and an art team on one film can do something, the director and art team of another film can do. You can do reshoots, you can do green screen, you can do digital replacements. Zack Snyder just proved it when he had Tig Notaro replace Chris D'Elia. Alright? That's it. Like, it's end of fucking discussion. So, Sap says at this point, for DC, Flash should just die and just be dropped from the universe. Honest to God, man, just get... Dude, all they would need to do, right? If they don't want a lot of reshoots, hopefully these reshoots are for them killing Ezra Miller's Flash. They're gonna be looking at Ezra like, look, we can either can the movie entirely and start from scratch, which we will take out of your paycheck because you're the crazy asshole ruining it, or you can come back and do some reshoots and we'll leave you the hell alone, but you need to do reshoots so that we can show Flash dying, so we can replace you with, you know, the guy from the Flash TV show, who everybody says is like a better Barry Allen anyway. And I'm like, yeah, you know, fair enough. You know, at this point, I hope that what they do with, like, the Flash and the multiverse and all this is that it just breaks the multiverse. And we just end up back on, like, a prime Earth and we start the entire thing over. Start new Aquaman, new Wonder Woman, new Batman, everything just set in a new area. Just no more of this current shit they're trying. Also, this music is fucking intense. My god, with the music, it's so high. Like, it's great for if you're playing alone, but I'm playing with a fucking stream here, boys. It can be a bit obnoxious when I'm trying to talk over the music. But yeah, no, the point being is I hate when somebody's like, oh, well, we can't do this. Like, you have the fucking technology. Look at Avatar, right? Avatar 2 is coming out, and it's having water that looks damn near photoreal perfect, right? And not like close to perfect. No, he's mimicking and simulating actual water because it needs to look that way. You know, he took his time with it. And so I don't want to hear, like, oh, you know, I don't want to hear Disney be like, oh, well, you know, the VFX and whatever. It's like, no. Pay your guys, give them a ton of time, leave them alone, don't overwork them, and let them just do their thing. Simple. Simple. Ironically, Avatar 2 is, like, going to be a super big, like, VFX-heavy movie, and it's also going to be, like, a Disney product, right? I always forget that Avatar is Disney, which is so fucking ironic. It's Fallout's... Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like Fallout's 30th anniversary, right? That's pretty cool. Good for them. I mean, not good for the consumers, because all we have right now is Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Fucking ugh. But talk to me when Fallout London comes out. Then I'll start celebrating Fallout's anniversary, because Fallout London, people give a shit. Okay, so I need to figure out how not to die and then get to the door. I mean, I could just go to the door right now, could I not? Could I not just grab something... Not just provoke and go straight to the door? I don't know. But let's see what they're doing. So you... I don't know what you're doing. You... Which one are you? I don't know which one you are. You're like a blue archer guy, so you're this guy back here. Yeah. Bandit archer... Oh, I have to survive for 2 rounds? Fuck. I have to not get attacked for 2 rounds. So I need to obviously stay out of melee range of these guys. Oh, look at that. So if I click my guy, I can see all my cards. That's pretty cool. I don't know what they're going to do, though. It didn't say. It didn't really say. That movie had no right to almost be a 3.5 hour long. Oh, movie. Movie? I don't think what movie... What movie? We've been talking about a million movies. What fucking movies are you talking... Oh, you mean Avatar. Yeah. Avatar was not that long, was it? I mean, it was like... Are we talking theatrical or directors? Let's see. Avatar... What's... Runtime. That's what it is. I was trying to remember the terminology. Oh, no, it was 2.5 hours. Well, 2.5, but, I mean, the runtime also includes the credits, so... If you got the credits out, the actual movie is like 2.5. But, I mean, it did. You had a pretty big story to cover. You had to set up a world. You had to show off all the CGI and stuff. I mean, fucking Titanic was 3 hours. That's a slog. Like, you know you have a long movie when your mom owns the VHS, and my mom loves Titanic. Don't know why. But she had the VHS at one point, and it was the 2-piece VHS. So it was part 1 and part 2. You had to take the first tape out. Well, you had to watch it, rewind it, take the first tape out, put the second tape in, watch it, rewind it, and then you're finished watching Titanic. Oh my god. Endgame was 3 hours. Jesus, I forgot about that. Last Airbender didn't even clock in at 2 hours. Yikes. I mean, not that times matter, but why is that popping up? Discord was closed. Alright. Let's see here. But yeah, back to the game. But no, you're right. It's kind of long. It depends on, like, pacing. I think I mentioned this in another stream, where, like, some things deserve to be, like, longer, and some things need to be shorter. So, like, some worlds will draw you in to the point where it's like, yeah, you could sit there for 3 or 4 hours. Some people like to argue that, like, Jackson's, extended cut or director's cut is really good. I disagree. I think the theatrical cut of Lord of the Rings is honestly the best cut, because, yeah, you get some extra stuff, or you get some stuff that wasn't included, but there's not much you're adding. You're just adding to the runtime, which is pulling the pacing apart. You're ruining, which is why most stuff gets cut, is for pacing issues and for time constraints. Like, you gotta hit, nobody wants to sit there and watch something for 4 or 5 hours. I mean, It's long as hell. I think Kill Bill actually clocked in. Like, the reason Kill Bill is part 1 and part 2 is because Tarantino wanted it to be one movie with an intermission. But he had to split it up into 1 and 2 and have different release dates because studios, like theaters, would not screen something as if it was like a play. You know, plays in like old school theaters would have intermissions when something's long. It would be a night at the theater would be a night at the theater. You would be there for 4 or 5 hours, and what would happen is you would have like 2 hours of thing, like a half hour of intermission, go to the bathroom, get a drink, everybody relax, which I think we need to return to with movies. I think movies either need to be short enough to be watched in 2 hours, and if you go over that 2 hours to like 2.5, 3 hours, just cut the thing in half and edit the movie to where like you end on like a cliffhanger moment and then be like, okay guys, intermission, everybody take 15 20 minutes, or give everybody like a 30 minutes, so if you do like 2.5 hours, you have like a 30-minute intermission. That's a 3-hour experience. Anyway, let's get back to the game here. I need to do this. Well, I have the potion, so I should probably heal as well. I assume I can't use that until my turn. This is the setup phase. I gotta move away from things and also not fucking die. You caused 2 damage, so I'm going to need to not get murked. What does this mean, this symbol? Does that mean it attacks 2 things within that range, or things within that range can't attack me? Or I don't know. It's not explaining those. Disarm. So, so obviously I should move towards the archer and disarm him. And then I should move away from all the other guys. Yeah, let's try that. It's not going to work, but let's try that. Let's try jumping so we don't get fucked by shit. Sure, it's not going to work, but we'll try it. Alright, okay. We'll have, okay, we're going to heal. Oh, nice. I like that. Okay, so we have to move and then disarm. Yeah, because we have to get within range of him. So we're going to move back here. And honestly, I don't know. Hold on. What the fuck? No, because we have to survive for 2 and then leave. So we need to go back over this way to stay as far from these guys and that guy as possible. I'm confused. Why can't I make this move? Why can't I make the move? Move 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. Hit skip movement. I'm lost. What's happening? Or am I supposed to be opening the door? Wait, do I have to open the door and then not get attacked? Hold on. Alright, let's try that. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I see. Okay. We have to keep moving away. Oh, God. That means I used the wrong card. Why can't I use default movement on this? Oh, because this is top, this is bottom. I see. Activate alternate half the remaining card. For fucking what? There's nobody near me. Just skip the attack then. Okay. So we're away from that. So he shouldn't have line of sight on me. These guys have to chase me. Get away from me.
Remember that newly revealed enemies still get their go this round in initiative order. Once the current turn is over. You got hit.
Yeah. I pay attention where enemies are going to go. Bitch, I didn't know he was in there. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Alright. So this game feels less strategy and more puzzle.
Successful Guildmaster. You need to pick just one simple objective for you this time. You'll need to escape this room by opening the door in front of the brute.
Yeah,
My
okay.
advice, act quickly.
Okay, so I need to go through the door. Alright, I don't need jump. Fuck. I need to somehow get through the door and not get hit. But couldn't I also negate that? Like, wouldn't I be able to negate that? Confusion. I'm confusion. What if we do 2 moves? No, I can't do 2 moves. Well, no, yeah, I cannot do 2 moves. Leaping Cleave? Oh, maybe that's what that means. Is Leaping Cleave, this 1 means that when I attack, it's going to do 3, but it'll do that in these areas, and it'll do, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend I know. I'm completely lost here. Any enemy who targets one of your adjacent allies with an attack this round targets you with the attack that's not going to help. These are burned. Sweeping blow. Yeah, so that hits 3 areas in front of it. Okay. Targets all adjacent. Yeah. And then, yeah, so the cleave will target 2 things. Okay, I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, so Leaping Cleave and Grab and Go. Maybe those 2 together. Now, obviously, we want to use Leaping Cleave, Grab and Go for initiative. Fuck, they have initiative. And I'm gonna get hit. Here comes the bandit archer.
Looks like the archer got you. You gotta move.
Alright, so I cannot use those. I have to get something with higher than 44. Alright, yeah, restart it. Come on, man. Does this just bug out? No. Why does that take so long? I have no idea. Shit. Alright. So I need something with an initiative higher than 44.
To be a success,
Skip that. Okay, so I have to use Provoking Roar. I do not have a choice here. I have to use Provoking Roar for the initiative. But then do I use Grab and Go? How far does the guy in the next room move? If he's one of these guys, his movement is 2. But he could be using a card that gives him that movement. I don't know, fucking use Leaping Cleave? Okay, so we use... Okay, yeah, we use movement to open the door. Alright, we don't move closer to this guy, because this guy is going to move 2 and attack 2. So if I move here, he'll be within range. But if I stay here, he won't. These guys have to come around here, so they won't be in range. This guy moves 1, which will still not let him shoot me. He better not be able to shoot me. I'm in this doorway, it's at an angle. I really doubt he'll be able to shoot me. Yeah, because his range is only 3, so he moves here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, no, because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Swear to God, game, if you somehow let this motherfucker hit me, I'm gonna be pissed. What's that movement is 2, but he's gonna move 1. Alright, I think we use the skip movement. And then... No, we don't want to use that right now. I mean, it's not gonna help, because we're not supposed to take damage in this room anyway. So, creating. Element infusing. This element is available for use after current... Okay, so that's probably gonna help me if I do that, but... Let's see. What's this? Attack modifier deck. Whenever the character attacks, one of the remaining modifiers is drawn, and the attack result is modified accordingly. Pips indicate the number of cards in the deck. That's gonna be complicated later. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Do we just select it and then skip it? Alright. So air element has been created. Okay. So they cannot get me because they're out of range. I need to get past him, which is why we saved the jump card.
Excellent. You eluded the enemies in both rooms.
Okay.
Opening a door will always add more enemies to deal with.
Right.
So make sure you're prepared for that when opening doors. In just one more round of you'll find it tricky to locate a safe space this time.
Yeah, trick these nuts. Okay. If I use grab and go, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, but he'll grab me. I can heal self, burn 1 discarded card to reveal all others, or get leaping cleave. I could go right through him, but it doesn't matter. I could use grab and go and it would just go around him. So, I think here you can select this, or you can choose to rest. If I rest, they're gonna be on me. If I do this, Well, if I go this way, he'll get me this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So he'll move 2 and yeah, he'll move within range and kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4? No, that's within range. All of this is within range. So yeah, he's right. I'm gonna have to prevent damage. Let's go with the grab and go. I have to choose 2. Hold on now. I'm supposed to choose 2. I have to choose 2. If I don't have 2 to choose, I have to rest. Okay, short rest to get my shit back. Burn leaping. Okay, we're gonna get provoking, so I have initiative, obviously. And then we're gonna use grab and go. Unless we use disarm, then he can't attack me. Yes. Let's try that. Okay, we have initiative. We use move with push. Right, we go around him. That keeps us within range of him. Then I do push. I could push him away, but yeah, we're gonna skip the push phase. Then gonna disarm him. So now he can't attack me. Ha ha! I are the smart. What you gonna do now, bitches? You can't reach me. Yeah. My brain is gigantic.
Excellent stuff. You're well on your way to becoming a professional. And how about that disarm? Pretty powerful condition, eh?
That's what the game wanted me to do.
And a nice low initiative of 10 makes provoking roar a really nifty ability for getting out of nasty scrapes. One more test, and then I think you'll be ready to start
Okay, so we have one more tutorial to go. Sweet. Not bad for, we've been fucking around with it. I need to close that. I don't need that open. How long have we been doing this? About an hour. So if we cut out all the bullshit of me talking and fucking around, you can get this done pretty quickly. Just attack modifiers. I am brute. That's a good one. Alright. Just done. So whether you want to act early or late in a round, letting the enemy move towards you first can be advantageous. Yeah. Because, hey, come here so I can kick your ass.
Let's talk about attack modifiers.
Alright, modify these nuts.
In your training, characters have always drawn a +0 attack modifier.
Okay, normally they have modifiers.
For each attack, the character will draw an attack modifier, which influences the damage dealt.
Right.
These can increase the damage by +1, +2, or ×2. Decrease by -1, -2, or ×0, or leave the value unaffected, as you've seen with a +0. You can see the contents of a character's modifier deck by hovering over any character.
Right.
Note that unlike player characters, all monsters share a single attack modifier deck.
Interesting. So what's the goal here, Chief?
For this training scenario, these archers have just 2 attack modifiers remaining in their decks, ×2 and ×0. We want them to draw the ×0 to deal no damage.
Okay.
And we're going to give them disadvantage to ensure that. Ranged attacks have disadvantage when their target is on an adjacent hex.
Okay.
This forces the attacker to draw 2 modifier cards instead of just 1.
Ah.
The worst result is selected.
Okay.
As these archers
That's kind of an
only have
interesting
2
concept.
modifiers remaining, if they attack with disadvantage, they will draw both, but be forced to choose the ×0 over the ×2 as the worst result, dealing no damage. You can see you can only disadvantage one archer here, so kill the other with a ranged attack.
I have ranged attacks?
Should be easy, as the Brute's attack modifier deck is full of +1s for this mission. You can thank me later. Your objectives are: stand next to one of the archers to give her disadvantage, kill the other archer.
Okay, so stand next to one to debuff him, and... Okay. Right. I'm gonna need a high attack, or a high speed. I'm gonna need big speed. Add +2. Okay. But I need ranged attack. Yeah, this one has range. So we need to use Spare Dagger and Leaping Cleave for the move, or Grab and Go for the move. 1, 2, 3. I can stand next to this one. No. Ah, my brain is kicking in. I need to, the range of this is 3, which means in order to attack this one, yeah, okay. So yeah, we can use either one of these, because if we go 1, 2, 3, we end up here, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3. I think we'll just use Grab and Go. I will go 4 here. And that way we'll be here, we'll do the ranged here, and we should be fine. I mean, I could have also used the boots, but I want to save that for later. Save it for later. I'm in a turn 1 fucking tutorial. There is no later. Alright. First, we move here. Confirm. I don't know why I'm confirming. I could double-click it, but I'm a dumbass. Alright. And then we attack with range against you. Now, what is this little symbol? I still don't know what this is. This is 3. The fuck is this? Am I getting... Does that mean I'm getting +1? Hold on. I don't get it. Hold on. Undo that. What is that little fucking symbol? Okay, I think it's this. I think it's +1 modifier here. That's like damage is added. What's this? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what that is, because it's saying 3, but it has the modifier, so it's gonna add 1 more. Yeah, there we go. End the brute's turn. She attacks. Doesn't work. Time 0. Eat my ass. Haha, you suck.
See how she drew both the ×0 and ×2 modifiers?
Yes.
Disadvantage forced her to draw 2 attack modifiers. You also saw how your attack with Spare Dagger drew a +1, thus dealing 4. Your final objective.
Okay, so we need to kill her, loot the chest. Alright. Short rest, long rest. Short rest, long rest. If we short rest, we could lose grabbing. Well, I only need to go 3. I don't need to go further than 3, so... And I already have Leaping Cleave, I need that, so yeah, we'll just short rest it. So we can actually go this turn, or else I will die. Yeah, burn, grab, and go. Spare leaping. Still have initiative. Eat my ass. Okay, so yeah, I think we just do this one. And then... Get fucked. Nicely done. Move. Yeah, because we don't give a shit about her gold. I want whatever's in the chest. Over there. Oh, cool. We got the Heater Shield. When damaged by an attack, gain Shield 1 for the attack. What? Shield. Okay. A shielded character reduces all incoming attacks by X points of attack. Okay. Multiple shield bonuses stack. Shield bonuses only apply to attack abilities and do not stop other forms of damage. Okay, that's interesting. So it's when damaged by an attack, you gain Shield 1 for the attack. Does that mean for that attack only? Or, I mean, it's saying stack, right? Multiple shield bonuses stack. I don't know if that's like a permanent shield 1. Like, I'll get hit, and then it'll give me a shield, and then I'll get hit, and I'll get shield, then I'll be up to shield 2, shield 3, shield 4, and so on. That'd be kind of busted for a tank. That'd be kind of fun. Alright. I'm liking this so far. This is pretty interesting.
Nice. A heater shield should help you soak up some damage.
Right. This music is still nuts.
You finished your basic training mission.
Yay, basic training's done. I still want to go through the rest of the tutorials, though. Maybe that'll just be the stream, this is just the tutorials. I might rename the stream to be like tutorials, and then campaign 1, 2, 3, and so on. We'll see. I am Brute. The Brute is in a struggle against the living bones. Use everything you've got to make sure they're dead. Alright. Yeah, so this way we can get tutorials that are not, like, hand-holdy. The other ones were, like, basic hand-holdy stuff, whereas this one, now it's kind of like, alright, here's a challenge for you. It's more of a challenge than a tutorial. It's like, here, just try this out real quick, see if you can figure it out. Nice little test. Okay, he's not going to narrate this one. Let's begin looking more closely at what each individual character can do. In this scenario, Brood has 2 level 1 living bone elites to deal with. Yeah, no shit. Can we talk about how cool they look, though? Like, they look badass. And they have the fucking, thing on the forehead. Yeah. Skeletons. Every time I see a skeleton, now, wait, they have 3 arms. That's cool. Every time I see skeletons now, I can't help but think of the time me and my buddy found a fucking cartoon to watch called Skeleton Warriors. It was an animation. It was really shit. It was one of those where they just like didn't know what the fuck they were doing half the time, because they were just trying desperately to copy what was in the comic book. Because Skeleton Warriors was a comic book, and it was kind of like X-Men, where they were just drawing 1-to-1 from the comic. They weren't altering any designs or using any animation principles. They were just kind of fucking around, and it was cheaply made. But it was still great. Excuse me, sorry about that. But there's no reason it should have gone as hard as it did. Let me show you guys a bit of fucking Skeleton Warriors. This shit is so great. Skeleton Warriors. Like, dude, the fucking intro, man. It's like, it almost goes as hard as the, like, OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles intro, right? There were two seasons? Did we watch both seasons? I think we maybe only watched one season. It also had, like, this fucking, 3D render of, like, this narrator skull. Hold on. The golden skull that would, like, be the narrator. Like, he would just say these weird, like, rhyming things, you know, that are, like moral of the story type shit. And it's just, like, he's so cool. Like, it's so... Like, look at the UV seam, like, on his helmet, and it's not reflecting the light properly, and... Oh, it's just so 90s. It's so 90s shit. Like, and it had no right to go as hard as it did. Hang on, let's see the Skeleton Warriors intro. Like, it's just so... It's a banger. The opening is actually amazing, by the way. Like, it's just, and it has no right to be, because it is the dumbest shit. Like, Skeleton Warriors is the dumbest concept you can think of, but man, is it funny. Those of the Skeleton Warriors. I'm gonna get, I swear to God, if I get copyright over Skeleton Warriors, I don't know, man. I might just quit YouTube, honestly. Like, you can't stop me from showing people Skeleton Warriors. But no, listen to this shit. Like, look at how amazing it is. All it is, this entire intro is just Skeleton Warriors occasionally. So you have the skeletons, and then you have these guys, the living guys, and one of them is a half a skeleton, right? It just says Skeleton Warriors over and over again. Like, it's so fucked. But, like, look at how amazing they tried to make it. It literally just describes each of them. It just says their name and sings their... This dude's literally just up here shooting skeletons with a laser rifle. But that's the key, is that the... Well, I'll finish it. I'll talk about it in a minute, but it's just so funny. Skeleton Warriors! Like, it's so fucked. It's not in the best quality either, but you guys get it. Actually, it's better on stream than it does. I think it's like... I don't know why. It looks shit on my monitor. I think it's because I'm looking at my phone, and my phone's screen is tiny, so it looks way better in less resolution. Because that's kind of what it was made for. It was made back when people had CRTs, and CRTs have, like, a different image. And so, like, when you put something that was meant for a CRT onto something that's not a CRT, it looks shittier. Yeah, it just has this explosion at the end. So fucked. Like, the golden skull guy. No, not again. But like, let's just see if we can find him talking, because Skeleton Warrior's golden skull. Let's see if this is any good. It's just so funny. Okay, the quality is ass, but you get the idea.
Light, darkness, the two sides of existence locked in an eternal struggle for the hearts and minds of the living. Each side claims its share. But what of those caught in between? Which way will they turn?
Like, that kind of shit. He would just do that kind of shit every episode. Thank you, CGI Golden Philosophy Skull, for everything. And these are, like, somewhat recent. These comments were made 5 years ago. That means that was 2017. So that means that over 20 years later, people are watching this. Yeah. Tony. Yeah, it was Tony J. I believe. Yeah, I think he's right. It was Tony J. doing the narration. Because Tony J. You would know him because he was a big guy on like acting shit. He did fucking what's his face from Hunchback. He did Frollo. He did Monsieur de Luck from Beauty and the Beast. So he's got some acting chops here and there for, you know, like a very distinct voice, you know. He was Rex on Hey Arnold, the voice in the sky, the doctor, you know. Oh shit, what else is there? Rugrats. He was Dr. Lipschitz on Rugrats. What else is there? House and Mouse. Let's see, Reboot. He was on Reboot as Megabyte. Like, y'all remember Reboot? Reboot was fucked. Like, okay. I could do a whole stream talking about, like, 90s shit. It'd be great. But no, that's Skeleton Warriors. And it's just, that's all I can think about now. Go watch Skeleton Warriors, by the way. I'm not kidding when I say it has no right going as hard as it does. It's actually really good. So these guys are the bad guys, obviously. And this is like an evil guy who wants to take over the kingdom. And it's a technologically evolved kingdom. But he uses some old world mystical magic shit to fuck up the crystal that, like, powers their civilization or whatever. And, you know, he does that, and the fucking, it basically curses them and makes them immortal skeleton warriors. So the bit is that they can't be destroyed, but they can be blasted apart, but then they just keep reassembling themselves all the time. Like, it's so crazy. But then there's the, let's see, can I see the guy? Like, there's, like, a prince, right? Like, I think the prince is the one. I think, yeah, this is the guy that, like, kind of helps this guy. So this is the prince who helps this guy actually get to the crystal, right? Baron Dark is his name. So Baron Dark is the bad guy who wants to get to the crystal, and the prince is from the family that is supposed to protect the crystal, and he basically lets him in for some fucking reason. I think it's something to do with, like, he gets tricked, like, Baron Dark lies to him and, like, tells him he's gonna do something good with the crystal or something, but really it can be done better. If you wanted to do a reboot of this and just make it the same storyline, but, like, write it to be a little more competent, it would be fantastic. But no, he gets turned into, like, a half-skeleton guy. So he ends up looking like this guy. So he gets, like, half-cursed. He gets, like, he's kind of a skeleton, kind of not, and sometimes he's kind of turning evil, but kind of not. And the other Skeleton Warriors, it's so fucking 90s, man. It's so 90s, I love it. Alright, back to killing some skeletons, though. Okay, so this means their stats will be greater than their level 0 counterpart. Really? So level 1 is higher than level 0. Good to know. Good to know. Monster stats are combined with a base ability card drawn to the monster class. Okay. Resulting in the cards you see when the monster's cards for the round are revealed. Right? So expect them to move a bit further and attack a bit harder. Note how they both have an innate shield 1 effect. Okay, each point of shield prevents 1 damage. Gotcha. However, an amount of shield can be ignored if targeted with an attack that is pierce. Okay, right? I have it on good authority that these living bones are going to attack more than once each this turn. You are low on cards, won't be able to afford to burn any, so surviving here will require some shielding of your own. By the way, while these enemy shields are an innate, persistent effect, normally active bonuses granting abilities such as shield are accompanied by a round or persistent duration icon. Okay, so shields are usually persistent, right? So kill the living bones using an attack with kill living bones with pierce, apply some shield of your own, use the minor healing potion, and that should help you survive the round. Okay. So obviously I need to go faster, and I need the shield. So I need shield, and I need something with top ability to kill one. He's got 3 health, so we need something that does at least 3 damage. But he's got 1 shield, so I'm going to need pierce. So I need shield, dash, and trample. That ought to work. Okay, and then this, I think, is passive? When damaged by an attack, gain shield 1 for the attack. I feel like that's passive. So we're going to apply the health. On the target. Obviously, it's for self. Duh. Alright, that. We are then going to attack with Pierce on this guy. Very good. We are then going to use shield. Yo, I just had an amazing brain blast of an idea. What if you had an XCOM game, but it was Skeleton Warriors? Would that not be the shit? You'd have Skeleton Warriors on one side and the rebel human guys on the other, and you'd have laser guns and shit, and it'd be all Technicolor and fuck yeah, dude. I want that now. So shield self. Okay. So now I'm shielded, and he's going to attack for 2, but because I'm shielded and I'm healed up, he won't kill me. But I think he's also going to attack twice, or a little bit more. I don't know. I think that's what he said is he'll attack just a bit harder than usual. Ay, chimama. That hurt. Why the fuck did that hurt so much? Well, he attacked for 2, but I had shield. Hold on. Oh, he had a +1 modifier, so he actually attacked for 3. I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, he has active bonus target innate. I want to see what innate is. It says, well, he has an innate for target 3, which means that whatever his target hits for, it's 3? I think so. I don't know. I'm sure the game will explain if I need to. So we can shield me. I can shield and take it, or I can burn cards, which... yeah, we'll shield that, and we'll receive 1. Fuck. Yeah, I'll just take another one. Fuck it. Dude, how many times are you going to attack? Fuck off! Does target 3 mean that he attacks 3 fucking times? Alright, receive the 1. Holy shit! Yikes, that was quite the onslaught. Nonetheless, your shield prevented enough damage to keep Brute alive. Phew. Final objective, kill the remaining living bones. Good luck, he's a tanky one. A tip for you, perhaps you could use the old push and trap combo. Well, no shit, the traps are right behind him. Note that shield only prevents damage from attacks, but it doesn't do anything against direct damage from traps. Okay. So if I push him, he'll just die. So I need to be able to push him. So we're going to short rest it. Burn trample. Use push. Where's push? That has push. Yeah. So we need something with high initiative and then push. Aha! My initiative is way more than yours. Eat my ass. I wonder what happens if 2 characters have initiative. Like if I have 15 and he has 15, who gets to go? Is it a 50-50 coin toss? Is it player goes before AI? Is it AI goes before player? Is it... Good question. I'd like to see that happen at some point, because I want to know how that would resolve. On the next 6 sources of damage from attacks targeting you, gain shield 1. Huh. That's an interesting attack, but I just need to kill him, so we're just going to target push him. We'll attack. Won't do anything. Yeah, it'll only do 2. But we're then going to push his ass. Get pushed, idiot. Okay, so push is pretty good if you got the traps and shit lined up for it. Or if you can knock him towards one of your allies who will then attack him next turn. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. Might as well shield self, fuck it. Sweet. Nicely done. Alright, cool. But yeah, no, now I'm thinking about Skeleton Warriors and how fucking dope it is. Like, it's just one of those really crazy-ass concepts where it's like, wow, that is, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. But it's amazing. Save the Brute yet again. I hear he's decided that adventuring alone is not working out for him, so he's agreed to be the first mercenary in your guild. Let's get out of this dusty crypt and see who else we can recruit. Yay! So he's gonna be part of my little war band. What's that meme? There's a meme. Why is Adobe? Fuck off, Adobe. I think didn't I uninstall Adobe? I swear to God, I uninstalled Adobe. I didn't need it anymore. I don't know why I'm opening that. Just out of habit. Out of habit. Okay. There's a fucking... There's this meme. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Or the stupidest thing I ever saw. And no, not this. No, it's some meme that a buddy of mine posted in a Discord once. Let's see. That is the stupidest thing I have ever seen, and I loved it. What is this thing? There's this meme, I swear. Let me like Google it instead of YouTube it. I know it's a video. No, there is this joke. I don't. No. Not the congratulations. No, this is so dumb. Why can't I find this? I've ever seen, and I think it's specifically I loved every second of it, is what he says. I swear to God, this is a thing. I'm not kidding. This exists. Hold on. I'm gonna go find this on the Discord. Give me a moment. I swear to God, it exists. I'm gonna go find it in the meme channel. I don't know if it's a meme channel or just in general, but I remember motherfucker posted it, and it's amazing. Or I posted it, or somebody. I know it's a thing. It's driving me nuts that I can't find it. Alright, Discord finally decided to load. Jesus Christ. Where is this fucking meme? Hold on. Oh god, Discord being really laggy because I have the game open. Okay, was it in general? Was it in memes? Hold on. If I search for stupid, it'll come up. Search for stupid and see if that comes up. Humans are stupid. No. Overwatch being stupid. Stupid question. Stupid movie. No. No. No, there's no way it was this far back. No, it was recent, man. It was recent. I've got to find this now. We'll sit here for a minute while I find this. No, it wasn't that recent. Maybe it's this one? Or was it dumb? Was it the dumbest thing I've ever seen? I loved every second of it. What am I thinking of? I'm trying to find this thing and I cannot find it. You guys don't understand how many dumbass memes get posted in this all the time. Like it's an asinine amount of memes that I have to scroll through to try and find this shit. I will find it though. It is a link. I swear to God, it's a link to YouTube. Hold on, if I just type YouTube, maybe I'll find like everything that contains the YouTube link. So no. God, what am I looking for here? My brain, dude. I have to find this now. It's a damn chore, but I'm gonna find it. I think it was like the dumbest thing, not stupidest. Maybe the word is wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be dumb, not stupid. I gotta find this. Gotta find this now. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna scroll for a minute, and then when I find it, I'll be back. Okay, could not find it in the Discord, but I really do think it's the dumbest thing, not the stupid thing. So, uh, I think he specifically says that was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen, and I loved it. So many people using this. How the fuck? How do I find this? I swear to God, I'm not making this up, man. Is it? No, not that. And I loved it. I think it was like some animated bit. I can't remember this, and it's making me fucking mad now. Because I swear to God. Was it an animated thing? Swear to God, when I saw it, it was like an SFM or something. It's like some dumbass thing. The dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I loved it. I can't even. This right here. This is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, and I loved it. That's gotta be the phrasing, right? This has to be the thing? No. This is not it. But this is exactly what he said, though. This is like this word for word what the thing is, but it's not this. It's something else. Also, why is Kermit swole as hell? Yeah, this is basically what he said. What the thing, the meme I'm trying to say is like one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, and I loved it. Okay, maybe I just copy paste that. Maybe that'll be it. Okay, hold on. Is this it? Is this the thing? Why is this why is Chris D'Ellis showing back up? I don't know. It's like crossing my two searches. No, this is some music video crap. No, that's not it. This is so dumb. Maybe it was that is the dumbest fucking thing. There's a thing. Pat McCurdy? Is this? No, this is a song. No. This is so dumb. I know this is a thing. I, I'm mad at this. I'm mad that I can't find this now. I have to find it. Give me a minute. I have to find this. It has to be here. It's got to be in general. That had to be where it got posted because I scrolled so far up the meme channel. It's got to be here. It's got to be. Because the guy in the guy in the little animation or the meme or the gif or the whatever, like he's got this funny ass accent too. Like it's a really good accent for what he's saying. It just sounds perfect. Where they're the general chat or the game chat at this point because I scrolled so far up the fucking regular chat for the meme channel. Oh my God, this is just absolutely infuriating that I can't find this. I will find this. We will stop the whole damn stream just to find this. I swear to God. Where the fuck? Oh my God. This is absolutely infuriating. I will find this. I swear to God, I will find this. Okay, I've scrolled back like I've scrolled back like almost 2 months at this point. I'm gonna scroll back a full 2 months in this channel just to confirm it's not here. Because I know this shit was recent. Gonna keep scrolling. Gonna find it. Like, I'm hyping this up too, and it's getting more unfunny by the second because I can't find it. It's a good bit though, and I want to find it. Okay, I've like officially scrolled back 2 months and cannot find this shit. Okay, so it's not there. It's not that chat. Alright, we'll check the meme channel again. Keep scrolling on that one. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the games chat, but I don't know. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I'm back a month now and I can't find it. Jesus Christ, come on. Ugh. Mm. Hey, we're about to hit 2 months here and I still can't find it. And I hate myself. This sucks. I'm going to find it. I don't care if this is like a solid 30 minutes of the stream. I'm going to find it. Jesus. I'm not going to cut it out either. I'm not going to go edit the stream after this. If I have to sit through it, so do you guys. You can skip to when I actually find the fucking thing. Oh my lord, come on. I hate this. I hate this so much. Okay, not there. Really feel like it's got to be the games chat at this point. I feel like I showed something really stupid in a game, and then he responded. There it is! I fucking found it! I found it! I found it! I found it! Okay. Context. Alright. It was when I was playing Borderlands 3. I found it. It was the guy from Dragon Ball Z, the old dude. Fucking what's his name? The old weird dude with the sunglasses. I don't know because I don't watch Dragon Ball because it's fucking stupid. But okay, so check this out. So I was playing Borderlands 3, and I was playing the fucking the what do you call it? The Beastmaster Flak, right? And he gets to pick either a rack or he gets to pick a rack or a skag or this howler monkey thing. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but like I don't remember what they call this thing. It's like a monkey. It's like a monkey. But this was my favorite thing because he would toss barrels around, right? Yeah, my pistol monkey just does this. Like it's a monkey with a pistol, and then you can command it to throw barrels at people. But it will also grab any random barrels that are around the area. Sometimes it'll just go grab those on a whim without you even asking it to. It'll just go grab those and throw them at your enemies. It's fantastic. So I found out that I could rename the pet, and I named the monkey Furious George. And this is what my friend posted.
That was one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. That was one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, and I loved it.
Literally me playing Borderlands 3 at all times. It just that game kept going off the rails. But no, it's so good. And then fucking like the go do a crime shit. How it feels using Furious George, just go do a crime. And then where was it? Where was the part where like, okay, this was a fucking hilarious part. Now I'm on this bit. We're gonna do this. I'll get back to the game in a minute now that I found it. But when I was playing Borderlands 3, he does this, right? I love this monkey. There is a bandit upstairs, so he just walks a whole ass barrel. So if you guys want to see the image better, this is my monkey. He takes a barrel and he walks it up the stairs, right? Whole ass barrel up there to deal with him. Like he's on his way to work with a fucking briefcase. However, the story does not end there. I hope whoever designed the monkey got a raise, because damn, he cool. After that, he came back down with a different barrel. Some bitch just walked back down the stairs with a corrosion barrel, dropped it halfway down, walked back upstairs to kill more. Like, I'm not kidding. It's so fucked. Okay, but all right, we'll get back to it now. I found it though, but I love that meme. That is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, and I loved it. That is absolutely how Skeleton Warriors goes. Like, oh my god, it is the stupidest thing. It is one of the stupidest animated shows you will ever watch, but you will love every minute of it. That show is fucking great. Okay, Blade in the Night. I didn't read the description for this one, but we're just gonna go ahead with it. I'm gonna need a pee here in a minute because I've been down in this fucking thing. Mountain Dew, man. Mountain Dew go right through you. Alright, here we go. Meet the Scoundrel. Ooh, we've got a rogue. Cool. Uh-oh, it a girl. She got that side fade. Aight. Let's see. She's incredibly nimble and mobile, not to mention able to combo off huge amounts of melee damage when things line up just right. Okay. Let's help her out of the sticky situation. I'd rather help her into a sticky situation. Guy humor. But, alright, let's see. Firstly, you need to kill 3 archers this round before they attack. You'll certainly need something that can hit more than one target at a time. So that's what target does. Okay. So I need something with target. So obviously I need throwing knives. On your next attack, while invisible, double the value of the attack and gain... Okay. So obviously I need throwing knives. So whatever I get, I'm going to need... So that'll target 2 guys, doing 2 damage. So I'll kill this one and this one. Then I gotta get rid of this guy somehow. Probably use... Thief Snack, disarm 1 adjacent trap. No, I can't use that. Attack 3. What's her range? Fuck is your range, scoundrel? What is your standard range? I don't know what her standard range is. Oh my god, okay. I would have to either get Smoke Bomb or... Yeah, but I need target. But I need something to keep me from dying to this. Well, this one's range is 4, so if I moved closer and then... Okay, so is there a move? No, it's just a basic... Yeah, but we can do a basic move to get out of range, because then this guy basic moves 2 spaces. Yeah, that's going to put him back in range, though. Yeah, I mean, you can shoot me. It's not a big deal. I see something. This is pull 2, with a range of 3. He's 3 squares away from me. I have an idea. Please tell me this works the way I think it does. Alright, first, eliminate you 2. Hit him with it. Whack. Hit him with it. Whap. Because there's a trap behind me. Worth 3. Pull. And I can direct where the pull goes. Your ass going into the trap. Have fun. I like the scoundrel. Me likey. Feels good picking up multiple targets in a single turn, doesn't it? One last objective. Loot at least 5 piles of gold this round. A tip for you, sometimes the top half of a card allows you to move, too. Loot abilities pick up all gold within radius, so you work out where you need to stand and get looting. Okay. The thief snack, disarm one adjacent trap. No. I'll need... I'll need to get loot 2? Yeah, I'm gonna need loot 2. Get that. Quick hands. I need to be able to move 2 here, and then to loot 2. So I need throwing knives, and... loot every hex you enter with this action? No. I need something that lets me move 2 on the top. That's loot 2 for the bottom. The top needs to let me move 2. So I need quick hands. So I think if I just short rest, it should be fine. Well, no, we'll just long rest. It's fine, because then we choose the card. Yeah, long rest, or in the long rest, select an ability card to burn. Yeah, so this way we don't accidentally burn the card we need. Yeah, we don't need smoke bomb. Go ahead and burn that one. Okay, now we use... What? Oh, I had to do it that turn? Oh, for God's sake. Don't make me redo the whole thing. Just do the one movie part. Don't make me redo killing them. Fuck, I have to redo killing them. Okay. Yeah, so I should have just short rested, I guess, so that I could still use that turn. Because the dungeon ends when there are no enemies, even if you haven't looted, so you have to make sure to get the loot. Okay, throwing knife... Thieves... No. Throwing knife, smoke bomb. Throwing knife, smoke bomb. First, throwing knife. You. Get fucked. And another one. That. Alright. Pull. In there. Good. Okay. It's some good practice for setting up combos, at least. Okay. So I gotta get this one and get those ones. So I need to do a short rest. Okay, well, I don't need that. I don't need Swift Bow anyway to do what I'm gonna do. Okay. I think. Yeah, it says at least 5 piles. There's 6 piles here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use throwing knives for loot 2 and quick hands for the movement. Then the selection. Get the movement. Move here. Loot 2. Loot 2. Oh, I have to skip the attacking phase. Loot 2, confirm action. There we go, now we got 6 piles. Done. Alright, cool. Yeah, because there's just this one guy here, but fuck it. We got 6. Nice. Let me just take care of that goal for you. Oh, there's a merchant. For your assistance in this scenario, the scoundrel has agreed to join the guild. Hell yeah. That means we've got enough mercenaries now for a proper mission. Okay, cool. So I wonder if you played the normal campaign, would you not have access to these characters? If you just went straight to the campaign. Are these extra tutorials sort of letting you get a grasp on certain characters and abilities, and then you get new guys to join the fight? Don't know. We'll figure that out when I come back, because I need to go to the little boy's room. Alrighty, we turn. We're back. We're ready to go. So get the tutorials done, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see. Spellweavers. Spellweavers are a powerful race, but vulnerable in close combat. Learn how to use the elements to your advantage. Ooh, elements. Yeah. I used to play a lot of Invoker on Dota 2, actually. Seemingly random comment, but, you know, Invoker is the same way, where he's kind of squishy, but that's why you learn to combo between the different magic trees, and because you swap those constantly to just combo between them, and it's fucking fantastic. Meet the Spellweaver, a powerful but fragile magic wielder who can harness the natural elements of the world. Good thing we found her when we did. There's a lot of bandits. Who knew? Okay. She looked like... Oh, that's cool. She's like white and has crystals growing out of her. That's interesting. To get her out of this mess, you need to harness the power of elements infused in the battlefield. The elemental infusions display can be seen on the right of the screen, indicating which magical elements are available for consuming. In this scenario, the ice element is already infused, but the elements are normally infused for 2 rounds through using actions with elemental symbols on them, available for consumption after the turn in which they are infused. Okay. Let me make sure the mic's on. Yeah. I get paranoid about that now. This round, you must consume the ice element to augment Freezing Nova's attack, killing as many bandits as you can, and survive the round by using a jump move to get out of reach. Alright. Let's see. What do we do here? Okay, so we use this. This element is available to use for the rest of this round and the whole of the next. Once used, is unavailable for other characters, right? Consume ice to power up Freezing Nova. Okay. Freezing Nova, we need that, obviously. So Freezing Nova will target all adjacent enemies with Immobilize, okay? An immobilized character cannot perform any move abilities. The immobilized condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. And Attack X. So, ability allows a character to attack an enemy within range with a base value back. Okay, so I can do some damage with that. Okay, and what's this? Okay, so that's the light element infusion. We need the ice element infusion. We then need something on the bottom. Move away. We'll probably need Ride the Wind to get out and away from this. We need to infuse it so they can't move, they can't attack, and we run away from them. So I just click that on my turn, I assume? Alright, I assume the ability is probably going to just activate in itself. Yeah. So when I activate this, it is going to... Yeah, this action can be augmented by consuming elements. You can only do this during the character's turn, and only if the required element has already been infused. Right. So we do this. Confirm it. Hit everybody. So we're going to hit them with damage, and we're going to do that. Cool. So, that's interesting. They're now infused with that, so we use move with jump to go as far away from them as possible. Well, yeah, there's no way out of here, so... Okay, we are done. Just keep... Go. Power of Freezing Nova, you need to consume the ice element before using it. I thought I did. Oh, make sure you click the symbol to toggle consuming of the element before... Christ. That's so dumb. The game didn't tell me I had to click it. I thought it was just gonna go, you know? I thought it goes automatically. Well, that's good that it doesn't automatically go on an ability. You have the option of using it or not. Okay. Freezing, Ride the Wind, and selection. Continue. Okay, so we have to click on this. We have to click this, then click this to empower it. Yeah, down here. Okay, so we have to consume the ice to add to it. Then we confirm the attack. That kills as many of them as possible this round, leaving us with only 3 adversaries. We then move away from them behind this rock, so that they can only have one guy come at me at a time, and then I can start bippy-bopping them. Give him the 1-2 punch. Okay. So that's good, you know. It's good that I'm doing the tutorial so I can understand this shit. By consuming the ice element, Frost-Nova dealt 3 damage instead of 2, knocking out 3 bandits, plus applying the immobilized condition that the bandits couldn't chase. It's powerful. Yeah, it is. Ride the Wind also infused the air element for you to use later if need be. You may also notice, with only 3 unburnt cards remaining, the Spellweaver will be exhausted after the next round is over. But you cannot return burned cards via resting. Okay. Fortunately, the Spellweaver has a very powerful trick up her sleeve. Many of her powerful cards may burn after usage, but the top half of Reviving Ether allows her to return all of her burned cards to her hand. Getting the timing right on this one-time recovery per scenario of all burned cards is key to using Spellweaver. It's up to you now. Kill the remaining bandits. Reviving Ether will recover all of your burned cards, so you can finish these bandits off at your leisure. Okay. So we get Reviving Ether. Which card does Reviving Ether? Yes. Reviving Ether does this. So it's going to come back when I rest. It's got a 50-50 chance. If I short rest, you may reroll to burn once the cost of 1 health. Maybe I long rest. Because it doesn't say I have to... Yeah, it just says kill the remaining bandits. It doesn't say I have to do it quickly. So yeah, we'll just long rest. We'll play the good game here, because we need to make sure that we have that other card. Let them have their turn. Let these idiots do their bullshit. Don't do that. Don't! Ah, bitch. Okay. Okay, wait. So, yeah. We burn. So if we burn Flame Strike, we're not going to have Flame Strike. That's okay. Up! Amping yourself up, asshole. I don't know why you wouldn't amp yourself before that. Because then I could negate the damage anyway. Okay. Perform the long rest. Which then I burn one of these. I burn Freezing Nova. But all my burn cards will come back once I use the next one. Except I don't fucking have 2 right now, so I can't play my next turn. God damn it, she's dead. This combo is so fucking hard to think about. Have another go at using your abilities. Remember, you consume infused elements to power up abilities. Yeah, I forgot that when you run out of cards, you fucking die. Don't you, my cards. I'm melting. This bitch just died. Oh, I have to start all over again. Okay, Freezing Nova. Ride the Wind. End. Continue. This. Go. Confirm. Skip it, skip it, skip it. Come on, skip it. Okay, come on, quick. Move. Here. Go. Skip. End. Go. Okay. So, I need to do short rest. I can't do long rest. Yeah, because long rest, you will burn 1 discarded card to recover all other discarded cards. You also heal 2. And you refresh all of your spent item cards, right? And good, right? But by choosing long rest, you will not be able to select another card for this round. So you have to wait around. You gotta get shit back. But if you only have 2, that's just gonna fuck you. So don't do long rest when I have 2 discarded. Good to know. Short rest it. No, I don't wanna. I need Reviving Ether, you fuck. Redraw that bitch. Okay, so we get rid of Freezing Nova, but we're gonna get it back when we use Reviving Ether. Okay, so I have initiative here. Alright. Attack range 2. Allows a player character to return a specified number of cards from their specified discard or burn pile to their hand. Okay. I think we need to do that. Infuse element dark. Infuses the battlefield with a dark element available to be used with the current character's turn. Okay. I think we need to do... I mean, obviously we need to do that. It's the whole freaking point. Okay, recover the cards. Good. We've recovered the cards. Then all we can do is this. And I think I have range, so I can go over the terrain to kill him. Because it's a ranged ability. Hit him with it. Okay, so he won't be able to come over and kill me. Alright, so they won't reach me this turn. Gotcha. Gotcha. He's imbuing himself with strength. So I assume strengthen is going to increase their damage dealt. Or their HP or something. I don't know what strengthen does. But what is strengthen? You won't tell me. Fuck you, game. Element warning. This element can be used for the rest of this round. Once used, is unavailable. Okay. Right. Oh, the element is waning. Okay, I see. I need to kill these two guys. Okay, what's your move amount, bud? Your moves are 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Okay, so I gotta somehow get rid of both of them or move away from them. But with 3 on here, he'll be able to move anywhere. Except here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he'll get me there too. Unless I kill him and then move over here, then he'll be out of range. My brain is working. Okay. Or I can just try and kill him if I have the range. Yeah, this has target 3, so I can target both of them. And it has a range of 3. And it has attack of 3. So if I get Mana Bolt, then I basically guarantee that I go first. Okay. Gain 1 for each enemy targeted. Okay. I see. What is this? Consume element. Any element. This action can be augmented by consuming elements. You can only do this during character turn, so you can do +1 attack to that to... Okay. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to heal 3, but yeah. Because we don't need... I could also combine Freezing Nova with Ride the Wind. I could Ride Wind in and then Freezing Nova to attack them, but Freezing Nova's not ready yet. So maybe... Yeah, we definitely need Fire Orbs. We need Mana Bolt first and then Fire Orbs to guarantee that I have the initiative here. Alright. So we need to do this. I think this should just kill him. That should just kill him, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, big damage. Let's go. Nicely done. My drink's empty. I lied. Now it's empty. Very nice. Very, very nice. We love to see it. Okay. We then want to heal, obviously, because, I mean, we're going to use the frickin' card. Let's use it. Best practices and all that. Cool. Ta-da! We win. We're helping her out of the bind. Spell is good to join our guild. As you saw, her abilities can be incredibly potent, but she can be a difficult character to work with due to the complexity. No shit, she's complex. Like, holy shit. Yeah. No, thank you. I will stick with the simple stuff like Scoundrel with the combos. Okay, we got... Fuck me, we got 3 more to go. Okay. Tinkerer. Very resourceful creatures, but can't get up too much while wounded. Ooh, Tinkerers. Yay, I like engineers. One of my characters in Guild Wars 2 is an... What do they call them? It's some with an A. Azura, that's it. Or an Azura. In Azura, I have an Azura, and he's an engineer with, like, little gun and turrets and shit. It's great. Yeah. Actually, what's her name? Oh, my God, I forgot her name. She's a great actor, too. Felicia Day, thank you. God, my brain just stopped. But, Felicia Day actually voices the Azura, like, head engineer lady in the game, in Guild Wars 2. Which is pretty cool. Meet the Tinkerer. He's a great support character to have on a team, but can also take on multiple enemies in a pinch. Looking at all those skeletons, I'd say this counts as one. Currently, he is wounded and will take 1 damage at the start of his turns. Christ, so you ought to heal him as soon as possible with the minor health potion. Looking where the enemies in this room are, I'd advise you go as late as possible this turn, or this round. Sometimes it's better to go slow, let the enemies come to you, so you aren't at risk of being attacked. Then you can use one of the Tinkerer's famous area effect attacks to deal some serious damage to multiple enemies at once. You can recognize such abilities by their hex-shaped patterns on the ability card. Okay, yeah, we figured this out. Like 2 tutorials ago. Showing you the shape of the area it will attack. Yeah, because here it's like 1, 2, 3. Right. Alright, so I need to go late. So if I pick Ink Bomb, these guys, how far are they gonna move? You're gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. They're all the same, so they're all gonna move 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're all gonna be in here. So I should be able to smack 3 guys with it right here. And you gain 1 for each enemy targeted. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty fucking sick. And then Toxic Bolt, Energizing Tonic. That's move. That's heal, actually. Well, I need that for that, so I need to look at the bottom. Single target 5. I think I would want Toxic Bolt, because then I can end them. Ew, wait, is that... I just realized, I thought that was hair. Is this guy's, like, brain or, like, head? Look at it. Hold on. No. Let me see the cat. Ew, look at it. It's like a big old brain with bulbs on it. I wish I could get really close to the model, but I can't. Unfortunate. Okay. We gonna fuck them up. Ink Bomb. So I feel like Toxic Bolt's probably the best idea here. This way, I go last, they go first. Bring it on, dumbasses. Yeah, y'all get everybody grouped together. No. You're supposed to... Oh, okay, they walk through each other. Really? Oh, you can't go through enemies and obstacles, but you can go through friendlies. That's good. Okay. Okay, I can burn Energizing Tonic, because I don't think I need it. What is wounded, anyway? When a character suffers 1 damage at the start of each of its turns, a heal ability will cure the wound. I don't think I need that right now. We could probably just take the 1, because if we're going to heal, and we heal for 3, we might as well just heal for 3 and then have 1 taken off, so basically heal for 2 instead of 3. We're going to win anyway, so we don't really need to burn Energizing Tonic. Plus, I can use Energizing Tonic later to heal even more. So, yeah, we're going to heal right now. Fantastic. You may have noticed that if you use a heal ability when wounded, the character not only recovers the hit points, but loses the wound condition. Healing can also remove a poison condition, but in that case, you will only remove the condition, and you will not regain hit points. That's brutal. Note to self, do not get poisoned. Okay, Ink Bomb. Right? Huh? 1, 2, 3. What? It targets it, like, towards me? But on here, it's like an upper. I was expecting it to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3. Look at it. Hold on. There's gotta be a way to, like, rotate this or something. Alright, whatever. I mean, we'll just hit these 3, it's fine. Get him with it. Let him know. Ooh, nice shots. Fuck, I thought that was gonna kill him. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill all of them. No. Fuck. Okay. I cannot attack. Fuck me. I can't attack. I'm going to die, aren't I? Boom, Ink Bomb, pretty good. I'll leave you to finish off the rest of the bad guys. You know you can rotate the shape and rear. That would have been good to fucking tell me back. That's what I'm saying, man. You stupid. Tell me that before I do it. I wanted to do that. That's what I was planning, was I wanted to hit these 3 guys. Game, you fucked me. Okay. If I long rest, I guess I'm health back. These guys are going to cause how much damage? They have target 2, so I assume that's going to let them swing twice each. They're swinging for 1, so this altogether would kill me. Even if I long rested. Probably better to short rest so I can Energizing Tonic me. Do I get rid of this? Attack, range, poison. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll get rid of Toxic Bolt. We don't really need that one right now. Alright. Energizing that. Okay, so I got move first. I gotta move here. Okay, this one's also... Yeah, this is net shooter. And it immobilizes, so it'll keep him from killing me. Gain 1 for each enemy targeted. That should kill them, actually. If I use this. Yeah, there we go. Eat shit! Damn! Hell yeah! And then what we can do is we can actually... I don't know why I need to run over all this gold, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's not like she's gonna pick it up. She's only gonna pick up the one, but yeah. Yeah, it only picked up the one. It's not like the Scoundrel, where the Scoundrel's got that one ability where it can run through the things and it picks up however much loot. Little guy packs quite a punch. Let's sign him. Oh, him. Sorry, I was saying her. I don't know why I was saying her. It's the head. The head makes it look like an old lady with a beehive like hairdo. You know, like the big curly hair. You know. Sign him up, look for paid jobs. Fantastic. Alright, looks like we got one more tutorial to go. I'm a fucking liar. There's 2 more. 4 living bones surround the crag heart, and the clock is ticking. Can you defeat them all? Yeah, I can, because I'm amazing. This is actually really fun. I do like this. This is giving me the same exact vibe as when I played Bannerstock and I started. And this has only been one guy. Imagine if I have multiple guys with multiple attacks, and they're all comboing off each other. You know, they be buffing and buffing each other, debuffing the enemies. Meet everyone's favorite walking boulder, the Cragheart. Oh, that's cool. He looks like the Thing in an alternate timeline. Okay. I'm gonna do it from... Oh, no, yeah, we'll just leave it here. Yeah, the camera's not super great in this. I mean, it's good you can rotate and everything, but, yeah. You're badly outnumbered here, and we'll need to employ some defensive tactics. Let's go over how Retaliate works. Oh, I have a sneaking suspicion how Retaliate works, but let's find out. See how we can use that to help old Craggy out this mess. Like Shield, Retaliate is an active bonus that can either last the round or be persistent, usually with a termination condition for the latter. While active, melee attackers will have damage inflicted upon them equal to the Retaliate value. Surrounded by this many living bones, a retaliation against any... that attack equates to an incredible amount of damage, assuming you can survive the round. Oh, and one last thing, note that Earth is infused already. Remember to click the Consume on the card if you wish to infuse it. Okay. So we only have 2, so we go Opposing Strike and Avalanche. Okay, good. So, we have Attack here, and that's gonna do these 2. Right, it'll go this way, or this way, or this way, right? God damn it, I wish you could do Escape to undo. On the next 6 melee attacks targeting you, gain Retaliate 2. That would probably be the one I'd want to use. So then the next one's hit. Yeah, and then we use this to attack you guys. Smash you. But they're shielded, so they will die. Never mind. I done goofed. Oh, I didn't infuse it. Oh well, who cares? Bring it on, bitch. Ow! Don't hit me, motherfucker. Ow! Stop it. Yeah, so interesting. So target can actually be applied to the same unit. So if I want to target something, if I have target 2, I can attack it twice. Right? If it's just a 1v1, I can just attack twice, essentially. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take the damage. Me's a tank. Yeah, you're gonna die anyway. Fuck you, bitch. Don't you hit me. You don't want to hit me, Chief. It's a bad idea. I'll take the damage. Yeah, I want to take the damage. Well, it's on... Actually, this says on the next 6 melee attacks targeting you. So technically, I could get away with not taking the damage. Come on, bitches. Come on. Get closer. Go ahead. You took a fair bit of damage, but that was a great result. A well-timed retaliate can be devastating. By the way, you can see the active bonus from the opposing strike is still, well, active. Just look at Craghart's portrait at the top of the screen. The little pips in the active bonuses box show you at a glance how much instances remain, and you can check the effects text and XP yield by hovering over it. Did you notice how the Living Bone shield didn't prevent any retaliate damage? Just like traps, retaliate damage is not explicitly an attack, and as such will deal exactly the amount it says it will, unaffected by shields, modifiers, and the like. Right, finish off the bones. Okay. I can long rest or I can short rest. Well, it's still active, so if I long rest and they attack me, they're just gonna fuck themselves. Honestly. Well, let's see. How much do they attack for? 1 and 1, so I'll take a total of 4 damage. But you will probably die, and you may die, will, because it's not explicitly attack damage. Okay, let's see. Oh, is that? No, because I had a +1. That's why they took damage. Okay, let's see. Long rest or short? We'll just do long, because we'll get 2 health back, so that'll basically negate one of these guys attacking me. And it will let me pick the card I want to burn. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead, try it. Why did I take 4? Why are you attacking for 2? This is attack 1! What the fuck? Unless he's doing... Why are you getting attack 2? Fuck me, I should have looked at that. Alright, fine, we'll receive 2. I don't care. Good, do it again. Do it again, bitch. I'll take the 2. I'll just kill both you idiots anyway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and heal up. Make sure I don't fucking die here. Form the long rest, which gets me 2 more. And I have to burn a card for that. Massive boulder. All allies and enemies adjacent to the target suffer 1 damage. That means I would take damage. Also gives me move, though. Dirt Tornado. Ooh, here we go. Is this going to be infused? It's waning, so... Might be gone by the time I do this, but... Dirt Tornado. All allies and enemies in the targeted area. It muddles them. What is muddle? Muddle character gains disadvantage on all attacks. The muddle condition is removed at the end of the... Okay, so what do you guys have in your stack? Got a couple of different modifiers. Mostly negatives, though, so that would be good to pick up. I'm trying to just kill them, though. I need something that'll go through the shield and that. Let's see. Backup ammunition. All your next 4 ranged attack actions gain add target. Oh, that would be good. But do I have ranged? That is ranged heal. All adjacent allies and enemies suffer 1 damage. Here we go. All allies suffer 1 damage. Shield 2 affects all allies. God, what do I want to get rid of here? All allies and enemies adjacent to targets suffer 1 damage. So that does 3 damage on one of these guys, 1 damage on the other. If I can get a second one that does damage, I'd be good. Heal, loot, move, shield. We'll keep Massive Boulder, and I want to use Unstable Upheaval for the, for the initiation. Jesus Christ, I could not think of the word. Yeah, muddle all allies and enemies in the area. Yeah, see, this will do 1. Then we get +1 attack, 1 XP, grants 1 experience points to the player character, and attack. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to do 2 total. And it muddles, which gives them disadvantage. So Dirt Tornado would be good to keep, actually. Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of. I don't really do ranged attacks, so I don't need backup ammunition. Okay, we don't have the buffs. That's not going to help me here. Okay. I think this is for... Okay, this just adds the element. This is part of the card, though. Yeah, so we definitely want Massive Boulder, but we want Unstable Upheaval so we can get Initiation. Yeah, so we can beat the turn order. All allies and enemies suffer that, and then we shield. So if we shield first, we might be able to prevent this one. Well, no, that's suffer 1 damage. Shield is explicit to damage from enemies. Yeah. So I'm going to take 2 damage here, but I'm going to knock one of them out and give myself a shield. Might as well start by giving me a shield. Fuck it. What? Yeah. You fucking shitting me. Okay, I can't do that. Can't do that for some reason. But hey, maybe I'll hit them and run away? No, because relocating would be stupid. Well, unless I want to pick up that gold. Target all adjacent enemies. Yes. Okay, so this will just hit for 3 on all adjacent enemies. They have a shield of 1, which means they will take 2, so they'll still die. Okay, so when it says allies, it does not mean the player... That is not included in allies. It has to be explicitly stating that the player character and all the allies. Okay. Okay, so we have adjacent enemies. Yeah, I think that'll work. That should just work, right? Yeah, there we go. Problem solved. And then we can use the move to put ourselves on one of these squares. Wait, what am I doing now? Oh, all adjacent allies suffer damage. Yeah, but there's nothing for it to pop off with, so we skip the ability. Card burns, we move. And we're just gonna end up in the corner with the longest walk possible. Woo! Victory lap! Yeah. Alright, not bad. I like this guy. I like retaliate type stuff. That's pretty cool, because you can think ahead and be like, haha, you're gonna damage yourself, you idiot. I'm smarter than you. Well done. That looked like an unmanageable situation first, but as you saw, if you play your cards right, you can navigate even the trickiest situations. Sweet. Okay. Let's see here. Mind over matter. Why do all the fighting when you can summon someone or something to do it for you? He's right. I mean, that's big brain. That's some big brain times right there. Whenever you push-pull X, you must always push-pull the target the full amount, unless there's obstacles. Okay, interesting. Meet the final member of your starting roster, the Mind Thief. Cool. Like a little rat dude. Rat girl. What she may lack in physical prowess is made up for in her ability to control the actions of enemies and summon allies to the battlefield. Summons autonomously attack directly before the turn of their summoner. Okay. Always performing a move X, attack Y action. So they will move and then they will attack. Where X and Y are their respective base stats. Okay. As the Mind Thief was out hunting demons, you are about to face a more serious enemy, the Night Demon. These harrowing creatures have an inherent ability to give disadvantage to all attacks targeting them, making them often tricky to deal with. Perhaps you can try taking them down with a non-attack source of direct damage. Okay. For this round, summon an ally, kill a Night Demon. A top tip for you. Enemies will prioritize your summon if you are at the same range. Use this to advantage. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of cards to consider here. Gnawing Horde. Summon one Plague Rat, 6 health, 1 move. 6 health, 1 move, 2... what am I saying here? 6 health, 1 move, 2 attack, and no range. They also have poison. Enemies add +1 attack to all of their attacks against a poison character. Okay. A heal ability will cure poison but have no other effect. Interesting. So wounded will automatically give you damage every round. Poison just makes you weaker so that when an enemy attacks you, they actually get +1 every time when they attack you. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I need to summon somebody. So in order to summon somebody, I'm going to have Gnawing Horde. Then there's Empathetic Assault. So whatever I pick, I need to get the bottom of it. Move and self-heal into the night. Let's see, Invisible. Scurry. Loot 2 with a 1. Interesting. Submissive Affliction. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2, range 0, targeting another enemy with you controlling the action. I don't think it's going to give me priority here, but we'll try that. No, I am never going to get priority on this one. Okay, I will never get priority here. That boy walked far. Ow. I'll take the 2. Don't walk through him. Don't. Okay, stopped. Yeah, okay, so the AI is smart enough to walk around the traps. Right, we're gonna summon this boy. We're gonna summon that boy. Oh shit, what up? Plague Rat boy. Go, Plague Rat. Fantastic. Now, we're gonna have you force one enemy within range 5 to attack enemy at range 0. Okay. To perform attack with range 0. So I need this guy to kill this guy. Because what's gonna happen is this guy is gonna hurt this guy, and then he is gonna get attacked by the rat. And they will prioritize the rat over me. So I'll be safe from this guy. So we need you to attack. No, hold on. Okay, their target. Alright, force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2, targeting another enemy with you controlling action. So, do I pick the guy right now? What's happening here? Range. Targeting another enemy. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2, targeting another enemy. Okay, so do I pick you? Yeah. And then I make him fight him. Alright, there we go. Okay, so not a lot of damage, but that is a little helpful. Although your push ability card has been burned already, perhaps there's another way to force an enemy to move onto a trap to deal direct damage. Maybe. Okay, so I can't use Gnawing Horde again. I need to make an enemy move. Mobilize, attack. Here we go. Withering Claw. On your melee attack, Muddle and Poison. Right? When another augment is played, discard this card. Okay. Mobilize, no. Parasitic Influence. On melee attack, heal self 2. That would be a good one. 3. Move 3. The attackers gain disadvantage. Yikes, Captain. Attack 1 into the night. Yeah, but this is just on attack, so I don't think, even if I don't deal damage, it still counts as the attack going off, which will still give me heals. So that would be a good one to have. Scurry, which is move 3, but I can't move it through. Visible, loot, disarm, range. Let's see, with the ice element, I don't know if I have anything for ice element, though. Yeah, so this one's push. You said my push was already burned, though. I think he meant discarded, because it's right there. What do I do this turn? I can disarm this guy. I can disarm this guy and maybe kill him. But if I get that, I'm either going to get 0 or nothing. So in that case, I'm going to do no damage. However, I will still disarm him. And I'll generate an ice thing, which I guess would be helpful. Okay. And then into the night, I can make myself invisible. Maybe. Maybe just make myself invisible so they can't attack me even if they kill the rat first. It looks like they might very well kill the rat. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. I think I'm gonna fail this one because it said kill a night demon this round. He went around. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm thinking this. Oh, I can do this. This has a range of 5. Okay. Well, it's not gonna... Oh, hold on. They have... Big brain time. They have disadvantage if they are attacking adjacent. Okay. So if they're attacking adjacent... Yeah, disadvantage affects adjacent guys. I can kill this guy because he's far away from me. Yeah, let's do that. Him. Okay, that's 1 down. That's the Night Demon done. Then we put on Invisible. An invisible character cannot be focused on nor targeted by enemy, but can be damaged by non-targeted damage. Invisibility does not affect interactions with allies. The invisible condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. Monsters treat invisible characters as if they were obstacles. So I will go invisible, so they won't attack me for this turn. So they'll go after the rat, I think. Okay, so maybe if we scurry next turn, then we can move away from them. I think, or parasitic, maybe? Maybe we do parasitic? Maybe muddle. Because muddle is... A muddle character gains disadvantage on all of its attacks, and muddle condition is removed at the end of the next. Okay. So maybe we muddle so they get disadvantage. Yeah, but they don't have any more things to pull from, so hitting them with disadvantage isn't really going to help. But the poison will help. No, but it's on my melee attacks. Parasitic would also be good. Don't know. Because I can heal even if I'm not doing damage. Oh, here we go. That's what he was saying, was you can do it another way without push. This will force one enemy within range 4 to perform move 1. I can force somebody into a trap. Okay, so this is 3, and that's... Which one's this? 3. So I can kill either one of you using the trap, because the trap damage is not the same as normal damage. So if I'm invisible, he's not going to attack me anyway. So if I make this guy move over here, then he dies. Then this guy will come over here to fight my rat. And yeah, that'll work. Yeah, good. He has no attack modifier. Okay, yeah, that should work. So we definitely want Parasitic Influence, but do we really need Withering Claw? I don't think so. I don't think Withering Claw is going to help me here. I think if we use this, then we need a top one. So this one's for move and attack. So we can actually move my guy out and let the rat take him. I can move over and get this gold, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Why is this here? So this doesn't burn? Yeah, so it seems this does not discard or burn. Well, it said it burned. It said it burned, but yeah, it denotes this effect lasts indefinitely or until conditions. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's end it. Continue. Alright, rats. Okay, never mind. Rat got him. My rat popped off. Let's go. Because he didn't have a... Yeah. Well, no, you're supposed to gain condition on that. I don't think my rat shouldn't have been able to hit, right? I'm confused. Attackers gain disadvantage. The rat attacked. Should it not have gained disadvantage there? Because my rat has a nil modifier. Right? You guys see it, right? The purple modifier on attack modifiers. Oh, maybe he's got a certain amount of zeros, and so it pulled 2 zeros instead of a 0 and a null. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, okay, well in that case, fuck it. Hey, you. Go walk to your room. Okay, so we click him, and then we tell him where to go. Hey, go over there. Fucking dumbass. I love it. I love it. Go over there. Yeah, boy. Get that gold. Hell yeah. Nicely done. Let's go, baby. I guess you two consider yourself a demon slayer now, huh? Oh, it was demon hunter? Whatever, the point is well done. Alright. That's pretty fun. I like these tutorials. I like setting all that up and whatnot. So there's a little bit of RNG introduced into this, and obviously if it's like trying to mimic board game dungeons in that way, and I don't know, like I know Gloomhaven has a board game. I don't know if the board game came first and then they did the digital version here, or if they did the digital version and then they made a board game that they could sell to people. Because some people don't like the like digital thing, or they want to do it together with their buddies, and so they like the tabletop thing more, which is totally fine. I don't. I'm not big on that. I think digital is superior to, board. Not to say it's superior, but it's like you have animations and sounds and all this other shit, and but the only thing is the whole social aspect of it. I think board games are great for that more social aspect, but if you're gonna like why would I play, Warhammer with a little mini that I have to paint myself and then put him on there and measure out the distance and the sight lines and all this shit? When we played Moonbreaker, right? Like, I played Moonbreaker, we looked at it, and it was doing everything the board game was doing, but it was doing it with voice lines, with music, with, animations, I guess you could say, because the player character is moving around and doing some little effect actions, right? For animations. Stuff like that. Like, it enhances the experience, and you can mimic, you can make a digital game mimic a board game. You cannot get a board game to mimic a digital game, because you're inherently taking away a lot of that. It's like with my comic idea for an Irish superhero is, he's supposed to have, what I want is to film it, because I can add sound into that as an element. Because in the comic, I would have to say that there's music, right? And I'd have to describe that in like a little bubble to be like, oh, there's music playing, right? But in the film version, I could just put that music in. And the thing is, I want him to be preceded by like Celtic flutes or something, like the sort of like Irish step type of music, And actually, a prime example. I'll show you guys a prime example of what I'm thinking. But because it's sort of like a theme song, it's kind of like when you watch Batman, you watch like the animated Batmans, or actually, Batman and Robin had a really good one. Dun, dun. No, it was I'm thinking. Okay, Gargoyles has. We'll look at this in a minute. We'll look at all these in a minute. But yeah, no, I think that was pretty good. Gloomhaven's pretty good so far. The tutorial was pretty nice. The campaign, we've got DLCs we could do. I mean, we don't, but yeah. We have a new thing, right? We can do that. So the original board games campaign. So it was a board game, and then they made it digital, which makes a lot of sense. And face the horrors beyond the walls of Gloomhaven in a 95 quest campaign, plus any unlocked expansions. So I don't have any of the expansions, but get that. And then we also have Guild Master. I think Guild Master is a thing they did with actual people. New digital-only mode designed for players to master Gloomhaven's rules and mercenaries with over 100 new missions. So the campaign is based on the game, is based on the board game. Whereas Guildmaster, I think what they said was, hang on, we'll look at their store page. I think they made an announcement about Guildmaster for like the Guildmaster update or whatever, where they added that to the game. And I think it was like a bunch of Gloomhaven like players who got together and they asked them like, hey, what is, help us design this really cool campaign for people to go through. At least I think so. We'll go look at their store page here. if I can. Oh, no, it always goes back to the middle, even though, I don't know. Let's see, go back to Gloomhaven. Ah! There we go. Okay, close Epic Games Launcher, don't need it. Really hope my mic's been on this whole time. Yes, okay. I'm just getting paranoid about it. Better safe than sorry. Okay. We have Gloomhaven here. Let's see, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned something about the Guildmaster thing, at least down here, and maybe like the promotional stuff. Yeah, so from Gloom, only greed and death merch, right? 17 unique mercenaries, so that's a lot of characters to choose from. So that's pretty cool. Thousands of abilities, perks, gear, enhancements. So this is all stuff we can mess with in our roster. We have the board game campaign, and we have the digital. So this is what I'm saying is, like, with the digital, you can add more stuff to it. Whereas with the board game, if you wanted to add that stuff, you would have to manufacture a new rule book or new characters or new stages, right? Because on the field, you would have to configure it in a certain way to make it look a certain way. Whereas digitally, you build the environment, and that's a lot easier than physically designing the board and then having some company print those boards out for you, package it, ship it to stores, have people buy it at stores or buy it online, ship it to them. With this, it's digital. I log into the game, I play it. It's real simple. So yeah, created in collaboration with the community during the early access. So this was when Gloomhaven was in early access before it hit 1.0. They asked the community to build this. So the Guildmaster Adventure has more than 160 exclusive digital missions that allow you to experience another facet of Gloomhaven, new storylines, quests, map, NPCs. Fantastic. So yeah, this is like they worked with the people who were playing the early access. They were like, hey, what? I assume they were like, yo guys, what do you want to see in the game? What do you think would be cool plot lines and characters and maps and stuff? It's like, oh, we'll put this all in. We'll collaborate with you on it, which is really cool. I feel like more devs need to do that. Where devs need to, excuse me, directly ask for player feedback and then fucking implement it. You don't have something like the fucking Modern Warfare 22 beta where players were like, hey, can you unfuck the minimap, please? We like the old minimap with red dots on it, because that's, what every Call of Duty is supposed to do. That's why we like it. We like the map that way. And the devs were like, nah, fuck you. It's better this way. I don't care. I mean, honest to God, I don't understand anybody that can play a game from a developer that actively tells you to go fuck yourself. Like, okay, I guess I just won't pay you then. Like, why would you pay for a service where someone is telling you that what you want is wrong? When you're the consumer, you want what you want. It is not the business's job to tell you what you want. That is a false narrative created by corporations in the last, 30 years, where they started making this shit up. Where they had the supply and then they started manufacturing the demand. That's a rant for another time. I'm not going to get into it right now. But yeah, no, this is pretty good so far. There's a reason it's very positive. It's pretty good. I wonder what other people are saying about it, because I've only done the tutorial so far. But let's see. Basically, the overall game is extremely slow and irregular. It takes roughly 20 clicks just to get through one round. Yeah, that might be a problem because you have a bunch of characters, so I could see that. Feels like you can never get to the action quick enough. Moonbreaker doesn't have that problem. You go through Moonbreaker. But, yeah. The overworld map isn't very intuitive, suffers from the need to click on things an excessive amount of times. I also feel as though I feel like this guy maybe didn't turn on the double click thing. I feel like he was having to click and then confirm and then click and then confirm. I feel like maybe he didn't find that option, or that option wasn't there when he played. I mean, he just played today, so it's like, that option's there. I know it's there. So it's like, I don't know. Let's see. Feels as though the game can benefit from slightly added complexity in the overworld. What? Such as requiring injured heroes to recover for a time, or adding some kind of research tree. I can say the research tree, but why the fuck would I need I don't want a recovery time. Like, dude, that's Banner Saga shit. I don't want Banner Saga shit in Gloomhaven. I just want to play Gloomhaven. I don't want to fucking... Oh my god. I played for 12 hours. I completed one stage. This game is hard as hell, borderline unfair. Yeah, it's called a fucking puzzle, genius. You have to put together the roster, and then attack things. And you have to do it in the right order. You have to be smart. Does this guy not understand? The learning curve isn't bad, but actually winning the fights feels way too RNG. That could be because of the modifiers. I would say it'd be nice if you could turn off the random attack modifiers. because you might randomly boost it or randomly unboost it. It's like that's unfair. The card burn system serving as a soft time limit is obnoxious. Okay, that's not really a soft time limit. That's you having to. I'm not getting into that. Okay. I don't see how the game and its board game variant are as popular as they are. Probably because people are playing them correctly, and you seem to be playing it incorrectly, thinking it's like something else. It's like, no, you gotta play it Gloomhaven style. You can't play it like it's another board game. I know part of it is get good, but I've lost several times with a single enemy arena with HP for no apparent reason. Sucks to suck. Read the abilities. I ain't going on with the rest of that. Very big learning curve, hard game to follow, pick up, but it is a heavy strategy game that will make you think before any move. Yeah, that's the point. Kind of like XCOM with a European fantasy theme, I quit playing sooner than I anticipated because of the difficulty of the learning curve. A lot of people seem to be having the difficulty. But this guy did come back to it, so he played it on friendly mode. Then after I got the hang of it, tried on normal campaign. Okay, so there is an easy mode to it. Yeah, this was September 25th. Maybe they hadn't put the easy mode in yet. Which is fine. I mean, if you play the game however you want to play the game. I don't think it takes away from the strategy aspect if you have friendly mode where it maybe lowers the damage enemies do, or lowers their health pool, make it easier to kill them, or something, I don't know. I don't mind that. I mean, I thoroughly believe that games should be made in one particular way. Not that you should be able to solve it in one particular way, but that, like, difficulty should be persistent. It should be the same difficulty level, right? And it should be like that way you only have to tune it to one thing. You don't have to worry about, ramping up for harder difficulty and lowering down for simpler difficulty, Like, I think it's just like build it one way and give the player the tools to succeed in that one way you've built it, right? BioShock's a prime example of this, where the game can be hard. You can put that on like 1999 mode, right? You can put it on like the super hardcore mode. And you do that. But you also have the added element of, there's particular guns are really good in certain situations, different ammo types, different plasmids. Certain plasmids are better than other plasmids in certain combinations. And that way you can still play the game the way you want while also playing it more difficult or easier than, whichever. But so if you're struggling with the normal, you just pick like whatever fucking works. That's like me with Shock Jockey. Shock Jockey to me is just such a fucking it's such a crutch for me, with BioShock, which is one of the reasons I want to do the guns only challenge on all 3 BioShocks, because I want to see how different it is and how each of those games runs if I'm not using goddamn Shock Jockey, because I'm always using Shock Jockey. It's the best fucking ability, man. You tase a guy and then you shoot him in the face while he's spazzing out. I mean, like, tell me I'm wrong. Okay, but yeah, no. Let's talk a little about sound design actually, because I want to have that open still. I did want to talk a little about that and make my point about like sound versus not sound. Coherent thought, I know. But no. Batman theme music. What's the theme music? The Batman has a particular mood to it from, like, I think it's the Batman and Robin music. Batman and Robin theme. I'm pretty sure it's from Batman and Robin. Or not, maybe not from it, but I know it from Batman and Robin. This is a weird ass commercial, by the way. State Farm on some shit. And I know it's like from Batman and Robin because it's from, like, I watched a video of Corridor Digital where they replaced the Batman police like when he's escaping in the police station. They replaced him with old Batman and other Batman's like themes, him or like somebody else replaced it or something. We'll look that one up, but yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I'm trying not to play shit too much for copyright, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like when you hear that, Batman's coming, or like Batman Beyond theme, not the intro song. Swear to God, everybody posts the intro song, not the intro song. He has his own fucking theme song when he's like on the move doing action shit. No, this is the intro. No, that's the intro. I want his theme. I know he has a theme. He has, like, not the theme song, but, like, when he's on the like when he's on the move. I guess maybe the intro is the theme. Maybe I'm thinking like Batman animated series, the animated series theme, because they have kind of like a different vibe, each of them, you know. Even though Bruce Timm directed both of them. No, that's the remastered opening. I don't want that. I want not the main title track. There's like, you guys get it though. There's like theme songs, you know, like Iron Man. Iron Man has a theme song. He has this one. It's fucking, it's great. I love it. Captain America. I think Captain America's got one too. Does he? I think so, right? Captain America Suite from First Avenger. That might be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has one. No, that's Schmidt's backstory. Da 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 na na na. Just the brass horns in that is fantastic, and the reprise they do with it in Captain America: The First Avenger is great. Where like end of the movie, Steve Rogers is like frozen in the Arctic. He's jumping through time with the whole being fucking frozen, right? But he's still somehow alive, which is fantastic. But at the end of Captain America, it's so cool to see like these kids playing, and he's got, it's this slow motion shot of these kids in the street playing, and one of the kids has this garbage can lid, right, which harkens back to the beginning of the film when Steve was using the garbage can lid, and he's got a garbage can lid, but he's painted on the inside of it to look like Captain America's shield because that's his hero, and he's leading his men, and all the kids are like slow motion running through the thing. It's fucking great. I'm not going to show it because copyright is insane, but it's great. You guys know the scene I'm talking about. Let's see. I mean, there's this one here. Let's see. Is that like the same one?
Now from the Lint Master Chocolate.
Sometimes I'll have like different versions of it. Like actually, John Walker has his own theme for Captain America, where it's like a marching band theme, which is pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's the one. But no, actually, let's look at Captain America, marching band. Because it's kind of a bop. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of amazing. Not the one from like 8 years ago. I want the actual like. Yeah, no, it's Star Spangled Man. Yeah, Star Spangled Man with a Plan. But the marching band version of it, because they did a marching band version when John Walker was introduced in the show. Which John Walker's still the best part of that. I know it was Sam's show, and he did pretty great. He did pretty great. Anthony Mackie did. I love Anthony Mackie as an actor. He's fantastic. But Sam was written in a very particular way, whereas John Walker felt way more real. He wasn't like clearly in plot device territory. It was more like, yeah, he's here. I'm still amazed that somehow in the Avengers universe that like he's a fucking terrorist. Like, let's not split hairs here. John Walker was fighting a terrorist. I could make a whole video on this, but I'm not gonna. But it's like, damn, it was cold as hell when he decapitated a man with the shield. Or it's implied he decapitated him. We didn't see if he cut the whole head off, but he definitely went hard. Like, he at least got yay deep, But yeah, no, the marching band is pretty based. Dun, 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 dun. And this is from the thing. They're all like vibing with it. They're moving back. It's great. Na, 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 na. It's actually pretty good. But then you have something like Boondock Saints, right? So this is how it ties back to what I was saying about my character. Actually, there's gonna be two that pop up here. I know damn well this is not gonna be the thing that I'm thinking of off the rip, because they have two themes. They have a theme where people are like chanting or like reciting in Latin, right? And then they also have a theme from the beginning of the movie that's very different. Well, it's not a theme. It's only played one time, but it's just, this is the beginning. You guys can hear the flutes, right? It's like a pan flute, right? And so that's kind of what I want, is that sort of like with the drums and the pan flute type of stuff. And I don't know the tune exactly I want to go for. Again, I have to actually sit down and do it. But basically, imagine that. Imagine an Irish version of the Flash. So he wears a green suit, he's got a green streak following behind him, and you hear that before he shows up. You hear like the flutes and drums kind of like Irish tune, right? And I honestly want to see if I could license like Mogul Mare for it. It's fantastic. I'll play that in a minute, just a snippet. But you know, copyright. Let's see here. God, I hope this is working because I'm looking at it on my phone, so I hope I'm not getting hit with any copyright strikes. I'm jumping around for a few seconds, so it should be fine. Yeah, and then there's like the shootout scene. Well, no, not that one, genius. During the shootout. Oh, he's actually okay. He's cutting it together, but there is like a fucking orchestral thing that happens to that. Not the blood of Kukulan. No, that is the theme I'm talking about. But there's another one where it's like, Ite more tontiros. It's a really good one. And then Rocco's speech is kind of baller. I can't play the whole thing, but the music in it's pretty good.
I'm Carlos Guillermo Smith.
I know you're Carlos Guillermo Smith. I've been getting too much material for this shit. Like, I hate election season. I really do. It's too much shit. I want to see this movie. This movie looks great.
The crime.
Yeah. No spoilers on. I'm gonna skip ahead.
Don't drink, don't. It's in our fucking.
So they bring back the theme of the Boondock Saints, but he's doing it towards his speech. Like, there's this great moment.
Men do not cry.
Men do not pout. Men hit you in the fucking jaw and say. Okay, I'm gonna pause it there because I do not want to spoil anything. So if you haven't seen Boondock Saints, go watch it. It's fantastic. You haven't seen Boondock Saints 2, go watch it. It's pretty fucking great. I won't say it's as good as the first one, because it's a little bit off, because they did it a couple years later, like after Boondock Saints got a great like cult following, then they decided to do the second one. But it's like, not so great. But let's see. What was I doing here? But yeah, no, just like that kind of shit is why I believe that like digital games are better than board games, because it's sort of an advancing, right? It's the difference between like you got your R.L. Stein, Goosebumps, choose your own adventure, right? Or something like that, right? So you got to choose your own adventure book, and that's you interacting with the medium to a certain extent, right? Then if you put that on a computer, suddenly you can change it. So it's still a text adventure. It's still choose your own adventure. You're still just clicking word prompts and reading a story. But you can add a lot more to it, and you can go forward and backward, and, you know, but it's still kind of the same thing. The interesting part is when you do something like, fucking Detroit Become Human, right? You're adding visuals, you're adding sound, you're adding, you know, acting, right? Performances, motion capture. You're adding that into it. And it's still just interactive fiction. Let's not get it twisted. It's not exactly the height of real-time interactive systems, right? It's just interactive fiction, which is a very dead genre. Let's face it. It's not exactly the biggest thing. I mean, I think Until Dawn and Detroit Become Human are probably the only decent things from the interactive fiction stuff as of recent, but even then, they're not exactly the height of gaming. You know, just because people like real time. They don't like make a choice, watch it play out, because that's more like a movie, you know, and nobody gives a shit. But what you have then is you got that. Now imagine if you take every choice a player can make and let them do it in real time and let them influence it. And that starts you on the more and more interactions, gets you into things like immersive sims, where you have like BioShock or Breath of the Wild, where it's like, things that should logically be done, or combinations of actions that make sense. Like, you know, here's a guy standing in a puddle of oil. If I shoot a fireball at the oil, it ignites. That's just logic, you know? That just makes sense. You know, I like Breath of the Wild for those elements where you had, like, the wind would carry you up on your glider. Simple shit. Or you can, like, pause time and smack an object, and that makes it move out of the way, and then you can hop on it and ride the thing. The shit people will discover in the whole physics system is great. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. I can definitely see myself playing some more Gloomhaven. Probably going to get salty at certain points. Probably not going to be amazing, like, immediately. Okay? Probably will not be amazing at it immediately. However, there we go. But, yeah, one thing I do want to do, in case anybody doesn't know Moga Mirror, well, I'm not going to play the English version, because there's, like, yeah, it's translated to My Gallant Hero. So, my understanding of the song, I just love it because it fucking sounds amazing. But the song was written as, like, when it was written as mockery of some guy that was in power, to my understanding. So oh, spelled it wrong. Has an H in there. Yeah, so I've looked this up before. So basically, yeah, the lyrics are partially based on Bim Swan, My Heart is Sore with Sorrow Deep, right? Which is like a lament to the failure of the Jacobite raising of 1745. So political shit, obviously. It's Ireland. I mean, what else you gonna get? The original poem is in the voice of the personification of Ireland, or Eire, right? So Eire being the daughter, it's Irish mythology. Lamenting the exile of Bonnie Prince Charlie, right? And so Mogul Mare is a term applied to the pretender in numerous Jacobite songs to the period. O'Daly, 1866, reports that many of the Irish Jacobite songs were set to the tune "The White Cockade." This is in origin a love song of the 17th century. Being an ornament of ribbons, the white cockade is an ornament of ribbons worn by young women, but the term was reinterpreted to mean a military cockade in the Jacobite context, right? Another part of the lyrics is based in an earlier Jacobite poem by MacDonald. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, because I cannot. This was published in Edward Walsh's Irish Popular Songs, Dublin, 1847, under the title of, I cannot pronounce that either, Over the Hills and Far Away, right? Walsh notes this poem was said to be the first Jacobite effort, yada yada yada. So, tied to political shit, made to basically, it was set to a certain tune, but it was made to mock a certain person or to talk about a certain event, right? Because if you look at the translation, I don't know. This is just I just like the song, so it's just something to talk about, So I mean, we did this like we did this like the other stream in Control. We looked at song lyrics, so we'll look at them again. So basically, it translates to My Gallant Hero. So it sounds amazing in Irish, by the way. This is why you should not be listening to a song get translated, because it can fuck up the song. Because if a song is written in one language to be performed in that language, then you translate it, it can change the meaning of it, right? So, for instance, a really good example of this is... my brain stopped. What's her face? What's her face with 99 Luftballons? I know the I don't want to disrespect the artist. She's great. So 99 Luftballons being 99 red balloons, if you translate it. This is by... Is it Joan Jett that did 99 Luftballons? Who the fuck? No, the artist was Nena. Right, it was Nena. So this is German. It was written in German to be performed in German. So it has a certain tone to it. I have attempted to listen to the English version. It sounds terrible because it's like just direct translation, but the tone and the rhythm and the bounciness in the instrumentals is set to German words. It's not for American English words, because the way the words are strung together matches the tone. It would be like if you took an American song in English, right, and you moved it into French or something. It just wouldn't work because the way the languages are constructed are so very different. Now, you could probably take a French song and translate it to Spanish, and it might sound similar because they're both Romance languages. Anywho, but the point being here is, once I was a gentle maiden, now I'm a weak and worn-out widow. My spouse powerfully plowing the waves beyond the hills and far from here. My gallant lad is my hero. He's my hero, gallant lad. I found neither sleep nor happiness, since my gallant lad went far away, yada, yada, yada. So it just goes, it's just this, like, sad bit of, like, she's talking about a noble, proud young cavalryman. cheerful young man, most agile and gas, cutting down hordes and crushing champions. Like, yeah, you see, my boyfriend's great. Essentially, is what it's about. Let a story be sung on tuneful hearts, and let lots of quarts be filled on the table with high spirits, faultless and unclouded, to find life and good health for my lion. So she's basically singing a prayer into the ether, of like that, and it sounds really fucking great. And so the question is, it's Irish. It's but it could be Scottish. I mean, honestly, not to insult the Scottish, but I mean, Scotland is basically Ireland, but they gave up. Like, let's be real here. The Scottish went through like centuries of oppression from the British, and were like, fuck it, we're done. The Irish were like, no, you don't. So, and that's not to glorify any of the terrorist acts or anything, obviously not. But it's just kind of interesting how you had two of the things in the United Kingdoms, and one of the nations was like, after a while, they were like, we're done. And, then the other one was like, we're gonna keep doing this forever. We're not done, ever. But it sounds fucking great. I'm gonna play a little clip of it. I hope the copyright don't hit me. Guys, it's a really good song. God. The day that, like, we get some good laws on copyright infringement, and you can actually start just playing music on streams. Now, obviously, don't just sit there muted, right? Listen to it, comment on it. There you go. Or, like, have it background music while you're doing art and talking to chat and shit. Like, don't just make it just the one song, which is all over YouTube. So I don't understand how YouTube's copyright can automatically claim shit, but then allow just whole songs to be posted. It's like, you let somebody post the song, it's not transformative, it's just the song being posted. And that's it? Like, you could... So what, are you qualifying transformative as we put a fucking picture of something on there? It's like, you're gonna ban it, you gotta ban it everywhere. Which I don't want them to do. I want them to do the opposite. I want them to let things be, Anyway, but let's listen to this a bit, and then we'll end the stream. Just at least the opening, because the opening's fantastic. No, this isn't the one. I'm going to play it through Spotify, because Spotify's got... I have a good version of it on Spotify. There's certain things sound really good in certain versions. Like, my brain stopped. My brain stopped. There's like a certain person that sings a version of something. Oh, yeah, like Sinatra, right? So Sinatra did not originally compose New York, New York. That was not his song. It was somebody else's song. And he was doing it as a tribute to that person. It was some woman. Who was it? Not some woman. That sounds disrespectful. But no, it was a known woman back at the time. It was sort of an Elvis situation where he was taking something from a person of color and like giving his own spin on it. Let's see, because this is by what's her name? What is her name? Because it's known because of Sinatra, right? Like, it's synonymous with Sinatra at this point. But there's a woman who did it. Yeah, it was composed by some other people, but it was actually like there was a woman that did it. What is her name? It's killing me, man. It's killing me. Was it Alicia Keys? Was that Alicia Keys? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Pretty sure Alicia Keys. I don't know. Is it Alicia Keys? No? Is it? I again, this is all very muddled. Yeah, the original singer, New York, New York. That's this. Was it Liza Minnelli? Yeah, the original singer, I think, was Liza Minnelli, is what they're... Yeah. Yeah, so basically, she sings in a particular way, Sinatra sings in a particular way. It's just sort of different. So it depends on who you get to sing a song as to how they put a spin on it. And Sinatra, the reason it's synonymous with Sinatra is, one, it was a white dude singing it, so at the time it was easier to get. It's the same thing with Elvis. Elvis was able to introduce certain songs to the rest of the world and become famous for it because he was taking music that people normally wouldn't listen to, because with segregation and racism and all this, white people running record labels didn't want to sign black artists because they wouldn't be played in certain venues and so on and so forth, which is just fucked up. But Elvis found a niche, in that he found a way to bring that element of his life and how he, you know, grew up around those people, whatever. And watch, just go watch the Elvis movie, the recent Elvis movie they did, where Tom Hanks plays Colonel Snow, and it's a really good recap of his life. And the thing is, he brought that with him, right? So, and a lot of people always like to argue, just I don't know why they argue this angle of like, oh well, Elvis was just stealing from Africa. It's like, no, he wasn't stealing. He was taking something from their culture and adapting it through his own voice into something new, right? It's the same thing about any artist. It's like, you know, and you'll hear like, hey, you know, a good artist creates, a great artist steals. It's like, yeah, steal shit. Find something good about somebody else's work, take that good part of it, leave the rest of it, put your own spin on it, and now it's like a new thing, right? And that's the whole point of innovation and creativity. And so, you know, Elvis did that, and then Sinatra did that with New York, New York, and other things. And, you know, that's just how it becomes known for one person. Now, does that erase the hard work of somebody else? No, not necessarily. It just gets people to listen to the song, and then if people like the song, they look it up. It's like, oh, wait, this is actually by this person. Oh, I like this version. Me, particularly, like I said, I like Sinatra's version of it, right? I like a specific version of Mogomera. Does that mean that I hate all the other versions? No. It just means that I prefer a particular sound or a particular voice behind these things. I have an Irish playlist here somewhere. Absolute bangers, by the way. Close that because I don't need that up. Yeah. So like I got a whole bunch in here. Like Sean Davies' Parting Glass, right? So this is kind of an interesting example.
The parting glass. Good night and joy be to you.
Okay. And so the thing with me is that, you know, Parting Glass, right? Parting Glass is sung by Sean Davies, right? And that's like my favorite version of it. However, there's, you know, other versions of it out there that are good, but I just don't really care for it. Like some of these, right? Like, you know, Get Out Your Black Intense, right? There's certain versions of these that are sung by different people. Like, you'll see the wolf tones a lot in here, because a lot of people have sung Wearing of the Green and Broad Black Brimmer and these other Irish songs. However, I like particularly how the wolf tones sing them, so I listen to them, right? Also, Men Behind the Wire, fantastic. Armored cars and tanks and guns aim to take away our sons. Gonna stop it there. Like, again, if, you know, you guys, like, you can see the names here. They're all great. Fantastic. Go listen to it. But it's that. Like Danny Boy, for instance, right? Danny Boy is a great example because Danny Boy has been sung time and time again by a million people. I like the Celtic Woman version because it sounds really good. Like, it's got that angelic choir sound to it. But yeah, the song here, where is it? Where's Mogomir? Is it not in my Irish? I think it's just in my like song. I don't think I put it, because I have particular ways I like my playlist, so I maybe didn't put it in there. Also shanties. These shanties are great too. A lot of them come from Black Flag. Because it's, oh my god. Running Down to Cuba is a great one. That's probably my favorite one. Between Running Down to Cuba and Leave for Johnny, they're both fantastic. What was it doing? Where is it? I'll just go by title here. We'll find it. Where? God, yeah, you can see I got a lot of songs on Spotify. Mogomir. Should be here somewhere. I haven't gone far enough. LM. Yeah, Mogomir by Orla Falan is specifically my. I really hope I'm saying that name right. Again, Irish is just hard, man. Celtic reading is fucking hard. Yeah. It just sounds really good, you know? And then he's... So she comes in kind of slow with it, and then what I like is it kicks up later. Stopping it for the copyright. Yeah, but it's fantastic. Go listen to Mogomir by Orla Falan. She's great. I love it. You know, so many good renditions of certain songs and certain things. You know, like Irish Volunteers is another great one by Mick Maloney. Fantastic. You know, you can see I got some in Sinatra in here as well. You know, because that's Sinatra. I like the way he sounds. You know. All right. Anyway, that is it for the stream. I'll definitely be playing some more Gloomhaven. Not particular on when. Like I said, these streams are sort of random afternoons, mornings, whatever the fuck, you know. And we'll see. Anyway, that's it for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams. I will see you guys in the next video. Reap the Rager, signing off.